Hello folks, welcome back to another AskPat13 live stream. Welcome everybody back to another AskPat13 live stream. We're going to be doing some awesome Rocket League esports action, some exciting viewer show matches. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, feel free to skip around, find an exciting match you want to watch through. If you're watching live, welcome. We already got a couple of viewers in the chat. Welcome Invincible first today. I know it seems to always be a competition. Welcome Igorby as well right after. And Valkyrie, how you guys doing? Let me know how you're doing in the chat. And if you want to be on the first show match of the day, that's likely to be a 1v1, drop your ranks in the chat. I'm going to be, for anyone that didn't miss my last stream, we're changing up the way we do show matches. It's not going to be first come, first serve, although there's still an element to that. It's going to be picking fair matchups, or trying to pick fair matchups anyway, based on who we got in the chat whenever I'm getting the next bunch of people in. So if you want to play, let me know your rank in the chat, and we'll get a 1v1 rolling here. In the meantime, let me pull it up so you guys can see Rocket League. I'm going to change up the music. I thought one way to do that, let's just use the in-game music. So let me know if you're enjoying it, if you like it that way. And we'll try and make the in-game music, use that a bit while we're waiting between the matches. You want to play a 2v2? Well then, Igor, how about you wait for the 2v2? Invincible, what's your rank in 1v1? And we'll try and get you in. Valkyrie, would you like to play a 1v1 perhaps? If not, oh, I like this song. The Light It Up. Igorby, okay. Yeah, no worries, Igor. We'll get you into 2v2 after. Folks, if you're hopping in, we're trying to get two players to play a 1v1. So if you want to play in a 1v1 on stream, let me know your rank in the chat and we'll throw people in. Welcome, Sins, S-Y-N-Z. Welcome, Billiz. Welcome back, Billiz. How you doing in the chat? Folks, let me know how your day's going. My day's going great so far, and we're going to have some exciting show matches today. You're not going to want to miss. All right, Billiz. We got Billiz that wants to play, and we got Invincible. Billiz, can you let me know your rank in 1v1? Maybe we'll get you versus Invincible, perhaps. You have two teammates who want to play a 3v3. Well, Valkyrie, we can do it. We can definitely do a 3v3. Oh yeah, we need to know the servers. Billiz, are you a EU Middle East server player? Because that would be super useful to know. I don't know who invited me, crazy boy. But if you, whoever you are, let me know in the chat. Plat 2. I think that might be a bit of a mismatch, Billiz versus Invincible, so I don't know about that one. We could also do a 2v2. I know Igor wants to play 2v2, so maybe we throw Billiz, Igor, and Invincible into a 2v2 and we get somebody else in as well. Let's do that. I'm going to start throwing people in just so we're not waiting forever. So we got Invincible. Let me throw him in. We got Igor. Igor, can you remind me your in-game name? Same thing for you, Billiz. I'm gonna have to remind myself what your in-game names are. So I need Igor and Billiz. Biluz, or Bill, how do you say it? B-I-L-U-Z. Let me know how you pronounce that. I'll throw you guys in the chat. Alright, you know what? I think you guys can I think we can bump the music up a bit. Let me see how that works. I think that'll be better. Yeah, I like that better. It still shouldn't be too loud for you guys, but it'll be better. You're opening up. All right, folks, open up Rocket League. Sounds good, sounds good. My friends list is growing so large, we're probably going to start running out of places we can put people. Reminder, folks, if you're hopping into the stream right now, we're about to start up a 2v2, and if you want to play, let me know your rank in the chat. We are looking for one more player in this 2v2. We need one more. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're in? Great. Igor is in. Dr. D, aka Chronic, welcome back, welcome back. Well, Chronic, we could throw you in. I believe you were cool to Dragon, right? Let me throw you in here. Invincible versus Igor, Billiz. I don't know about that. I don't think that would work. So, Billiz, let me know once you're in Rocket League, if what your in-game name is, and we'll throw you in. I'm going to need folks to remind me of your ranks in in-game chat. So let me know in the in-game chat. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. Or I think, Sarah, you go by another name, right? You're on someone else's account. Unfortunately, Sarah, we've already got a 2v2 lined up, but if Billiz has any kind of problems getting into Rocket League, we can throw you in. But I think we have a 2v2 lined up. Champ 2, Diamond 2, and Champ 1. Yep, this will work out, and I think Billiz will be one of our lower players, but we'll get you in, Sarah, to the next one. And this is going to be EU servers, I should have mentioned. I believe everyone in this is EU, except maybe Dr. D. Dr. D, are you on European servers or North American servers? Okay, yeah. So what we're gonna do, it's gonna be Invincible and Beliz versus Igor and Dr. D. So Beliz and Invincible. Beliz, what's your in-game name? Let me know your name in the game and we'll get you in here. We're doing European. You can take the ping. Okay. All right. It's going to be EU it is. But let's get JBLZ in here, folks. We have our first 2v2 getting started here in just a minute. We've got all the players invited. Let's get the private match ready. We're going to be doing by popular demand, Manfield Night. Folks, if you ever want to play on another map, let me know when you're in my lobby and we'll try out a different map. But I think the most popular one has been by far Manfield Night. But we'll do maps by request. Now that said, let's get things going here. I think it's going to be blue. We're going to stick to blue versus orange. And we're going to say Beliz and Invincible are team blue. And who is it? Is it Chronic? Or and Chronic are orange. There we go, folks. We've got our matches ready. It's a best of 5. I wish you guys all luck. And Sarah, like I said, we'll try and get you in the next one. It's not exactly first come, first serve, but we will try and get you in the next one. We are ready to roll, so let's do it. Folks, our first show match of the day. Sit back, relax, get pumped, because this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to start a poll about who you think is going to emerge victorious here. Is it blue or is it orange? The poll has begun. Let me know your thoughts. And as we get into this match, it is indeed Invincible JBLZ versus Igor and Chronica. Match is kicked off. We have action here. Now it's going to be interesting. I think Chronic and maybe you favor Igor and Chronic a tiny amount. I think they're going to be more evenly matched than the other two. But you certainly can't give up on blue. Nearly a goal there. Nicely done from Invincible, but it is saved away by Igor. Igor, meanwhile, now he gets his own chance the other way. Oh no, he left it for a teammate. The teammate wasn't there. JBLZ will dunk it in. An early lead for Team Blue, starting off the day with our first goal of the stream. JBLZ, the runaway. Cold as ice is his tagline. We'll have to see if he can continue to be cold as ice. That's a nice start. 30 seconds in, putting them up in the lead. Welcome, Ishan, to the chat. Welcome, folks. I'm going to let my Discord know that we are live. If you are new to the stream, welcome. I hope you're enjoying, having a great day. If you want to get notified when I'm live, one way to do that is join my Discord. The link is in the description. I notify people when I'm live. I'm going to do so right now. As we get another goal from Blue, racking on the points here, making it 2-0 lead. It's a nice start. You're still banned? Oh, that's unfortunate, Ishan. Hopefully you get unbanned soon. Good luck, everyone, says Dr. D. Same for Invincible. This is probably the most respectful match. I mean, in the past couple days, people haven't really been... They've been respectful, obviously, but not wishing luck beforehand. So a lot of respect going both ways. All 4 of these players have played on stream before and will likely do so again. We got a chance here for Igor. Oh, not quite able to snake it home. 30 hours left. Oh, man. Well, Ishan, this time next week, you'll be back into the swing of things on Rocket League. So not to worry, not to worry. Here we go. An opportunity, but it is saved away. Invincible, you know, they want to make it 3-0. They want to get a nice start, get a dominant lead, and it nearly was from JBLZ. Can't quite put it home. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's enough time for Orange here. I mean, Blue team has not shut the door. That may be the door shut, though. The moment I call it out, they get that third goal. The cushion has grown. The lead has grown. And Invincible's Blue team is dominating. Dominating so far. Welcome, Ram528. Welcome, Sarah, as well. Said you were back. Welcome. But yeah, Sarah, we'll try and get you in the next one. How do you feel now that Invincible can be a pro? A little odd, but Invincible, maybe he will be a pro, getting goal number 4 for the blue side. This time a kickoff goal. Just a mistake. No one went for kickoff. Not a great shot either. I mean, it was obviously on target, but he hit it right at the defender, and if Igor had been just a little bit faster, that one would have been saved. Instead, it finds its way in the back of the net, and the blue team has a large lead off of that. If you were watching Mr. Beast's newest video, no worries, Fooney, you'll get in the next show match. You know, you're not that late. We just got started. But I have a 1v1 tournament, so you'll come back later. All right, well, good luck in your tournament, Seer, and we'll get you in a show match, maybe versus Sane today. That would work out well, 1v1. That would be an exciting one. Mr. Beast made a new video, I guess so. Welcome Hussein to the chat as well. Well, I think we will. You know what? We will. Seer versus Sane. Whenever they're both online, we'll get that in a 1v1 going. Chronic, though, not to be undone, makes it so it's not a scoreless game. Although this might have been an own goal. Oh, it was. Invincible. Invincible, so pristine, such a great shooter that he is scoring on both nets, folks. Invincible doing it all. Scoring it both ways. We'll have to see how it can go. Can I versus her? Yes to Sane. We'll get you in versus Seer later today. That'll be fun 1v1. Ram says you're not watching, though you sat 4 minutes after it was posted. Oh, you mean the Mr. Beast video. Interesting. I haven't seen that yet. I actually do watch a lot of his videos. I'm not like I don't have notifications on or anything though, but every so often I'll remember his channel. I'll be like, oh yeah, he makes fun videos, and I'll go watch it. Some are more interesting than others, but I really liked his Squid Game video. I thought that was very interesting. Nearly a chance. Chronic on the back wall. Can't quite get it in, but Igor, though, here's his opportunity. Here's his chance. Double tap. No! Denied! He misses it. Invincible gets the save, and somehow blue team keeps it a 3-goal deficit. And you have to imagine that was the moment Orange needed that goal. As more time trickles away, that may be the game. It may be over, but you know what? Chronic says, not so fast. Here's goal number 2. After all, it took a little longer than we would have liked. But Orange team gets it in, gets the job done, and with 1:49 to go, it's a big may here, but they may be on a comeback. It's just game 1. It is a best of 5, so not a huge deal either way, but we'll have to see how it goes. The same great question, what show match after this one? After this one, we'll probably do a 3v3. We're going to grab people from the chat that are available and try and make it evenly matched on ranks. But since you're 1v1ing Seer, whenever both of you are available and we're in between show matches, we'll try and throw you guys in next. Is there any spot? Not in this one, but in the next one, there's always spots. As nearly blue, they will concede. What was this? Invincible. Own goal number 2. And you have to imagine he is getting very worried right now. Yeah, pretty much an own pass there. Invincible. He can't get away with too many more of those. He can't afford to keep giving in these goals, giving it away. My goodness. He's saying it's going to sweep. He definitely will win, but I don't know if it'll be a sweep, Fooney. I think it'll be a bit closer than that. He'll probably be the most sub-2 channel by the end of next year. He already is the most sub-2 individual channel as Igor ties things up, and indeed, the own goals have come back to bite Invincible, as now his team sits tied with a minute to go. They had a 3-0 lead. How could they let this happen? A massive comeback on the side of Orange, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Welcome, Eagle. Welcome to the stream. Valkyrie, you have a logo. Well, you know what? We can do that, Valkyrie. If you guys are a team of 3, we'll try and do that next after this 2v2. Ooh, a chance there, saved away, but both teams making things dangerous here. How much are they paying you, Invincible? Yeah, indeed, Invincible giving this to Orange. I mean, it almost feels like an inside job here. We'll have to see. You're just nervous. Hey, JB, if you're listening, don't be nervous, man. It's just a show match. No worries at all. You guys are playing quite well, and to be frank, your teammate is own goal twice, so it's not all on you in the slightest. Suspect is here, don't fear. Welcome, Suspect, to the chat. Nice save again. Danger stations for blue, but so far, so good. They have kept it out after the tie, anyway. And they hope to score here in regulation. 15 seconds remain. Will it be blue? No. Orange turns that ball away, and they're going to get their own look here in the final 10 seconds. Chronic, the pass to himself, and it's in! Chronic scores, 7 seconds to go, and Orange has completed the comeback and taken the lead in regulation time. Somehow, someway, they kept fighting, managed to get the job done, and put themselves in a position to win here in regulation. Blue team, again, 3-goal lead, maybe make it 4, I believe 4-0 at one point, and somehow Orange team walks all the way back, but no, there's a chance of it. Invincible does it. He makes up for the mistakes. He puts his qualms aside. He gets the goal when it matters, and we have overtime in game number 1. Folks, this is a best of 5, and the action has gotten started, and what a better way to show off how evenly matched these teams are than to get ourselves to a game 1 overtime. This is our first overtime this early in a series in at least a month. I don't recall many game 1 overtimes. Usually it's not so close to start things off, but you know what? These teams have figured each other out, and Chronic may have the final nail in the coffin. It's a pass. Igor will finish the job, and 23 seconds in, Orange will take game 1. This is live. Welcome, Barris Lyrics. Welcome. How are you doing in the chat? This is live indeed, and with 23 seconds off that overtime, the Orange team wins off a nice pass from Chronic. He dishes it in, nearly a goal himself, gets saved away. Igor finishes the job, and Orange team, I want to remind folks, they were down 4-0, and they managed to fight their way back, win this game. That is boding well for the rest of this series. Interestingly, the fan vote is not going their way. We have 12 votes in the fan vote right now, and 83% of you guys are cheering on Blue. You think Blue has what it takes, and they certainly have a great chance at winning this series, but losing game 1 is a poor way to start that, and I'm going to have to see what they can do to make a comeback happen. Welcome, Sarah, I mean, I've already welcomed you. You said, Pat, can I be in a 1v1 show match? If we have time, but the issue is, even this is, by the way, folks, I'm going to be here for the next maybe 4-ish hours, so prepare for a nice long stream, but I don't know if we'll have time for that, Sarah, but if we do, I'll try and get you in. Suspect, we can try and get you into the 3v3. There's going to be a 3v3 after this. You can only play for another hour. We'll try and get you in, Suspect. We'll have to see, though. Igor, GOAT indeed. Igor putting on a GOAT-like performance there in that first game, and we're going to have to see if it continues here in game number 2. So far, 20 seconds in, neither team threatening, but there is Invincible's first shot, first goal. Gets it in off the pass from JBLZ, and really a poor touch from Igor that set this up. We call Igor the GOAT, the MVP, but that was a mistake, and it costs his team. Chronic can't race back in time, and Blue team starting off strong to recover from their game 1 woes. He scored 7 goals for real. Invincible indeed, scoring on both ends. We'll have to see if he can continue that in this next game. Ram, can I join the 3v3? Folks, reminder, I'm not going first come, first serve, so when this match is over, we will grab people for the next matchup based on rank. So we're going to try and have an even matchup, be it 3v3 or 2v2. The goal is to get a competitive match going. I'll try and get everyone in the chat in at least one show match today, but there's no guarantee of which one that will be when we're trying to get even matchups. Here a chance, no, Igor flies by the ball, and it's going to give Invincible and JBLZ an opportunity in net. Does he have to put this in? No! JBLZ can't get the finishing touch, and Blue team will remain just up 1 goal, but only a minute off the clock means there's tons of time for Orange to come back, and they would have loved to have that insurance goal. And JBLZ, here's a chance, passes it, Invincible, the double tap, is it on target? No, just a bit high, and it will be seen away by Chronic as more time ticks away, but still 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Now it's Invincible, double tap again, he can't finish, but it's a pass, JBLZ, no, that's it, double save, but it's not enough. Invincible, JBLZ combined, shot after shot, the pressure was there, the saves were there too, but it wasn't enough, and ultimately Blue come up with the goal in that scramble at the goal line. We see a 2-0 lead. Now we'll have to see how Blue can do moving forward in this show match. We got Genji Chronic, indeed, we got Chronic in here. The budget's gone up. I mean, he's rocking a Ghost decal, ignore that. And he has the SSG tag, ignore that too, but yeah, budget increases for sure. Here we go, a chance, but both Blue players were there for the stop. You have to imagine we're going to need to see a change up from Orange. They made it in Game 1. I mean, they were, again, down 4 goals in Game 1, stormed their way back to an overtime victory. So we could see a similar tale told here in Game 2. Blue takes the early lead, ends up squandering it, and Orange emerges victorious. But the more time that takes away, the better your odds are if you're Blue. And I think the fan vote is kind of counting on it. 83% of you believe they can hold on to this lead, and not only that, win the series. A reverse sweep, very unlikely. So if they drop this game here, it's gonna look, you know, sketchy for them to win the series. That said, they're not looking like they're gonna drop this game. They're up 2 goals. And they have a lot of time to hold on to that lead. Here, a chance for JBLZ to go back on the offense. He does. They finally broken out of the pressure from Orange. If they turn this into a goal, it'll be a 3-0 lead. But no, not to be. Invincible forced into a 50-50. And the ball rides up to his wall. That's a nice long shot, though. Igor will be there to catch it. But unless he has a lot of boots, he's going to struggle to get this ball by JBLZ. Indeed, he can't quite do it. But Chronic will. It's on the backboard. Invincible forced off his own backboard. Can't do it not. It's another pass. JBLZ whipping Chronic just as it put this in. No, it's a pass again. Igor, the finishing touch is there. Team Orange fight their way back and cut the lead by 1. Chronic, yeah, Chronic hinting at a potential move. Indeed, he is. Can I join the 3? Wait, I think I already answered that from Ram. Suspect says Flooney is ignoring you, and I don't know if he is. Chat, clip that. What a moment there from Igor to kind of bounce his way back into it. Clip what? What are we clipping? You guys can make clips, and speaking of that, there's all kinds of functionality. You know, vote in the fan vote, send any emojis. You got little hearts and other emojis by the side as well. Tons of options for you to interact with chat. I'll be interacting with chat all night long as we go through these show matches. I say night, it's not night where I am. It might be night where you are in the world. Actually, that's a fun one. We haven't done that in a while. If you are in the chat, let me know where you're watching from. We have people from all over the world in this stream, and I'll be curious who's here today. I think the furthest, I'm in the U.S., by the way, East Coast U.S., but we've had people from all over. Maybe the furthest would be people from Pakistan or somewhere else in Asia. Like, I think we had somebody from, what was it? Well, we have people from the Middle East as well. Not sure. We got Texas, U.S. in the chat. We got some Pat Pogs from Funy. Folks, if you want to get access to emojis like that and a myriad of other perks, consider becoming a member of my channel. For the lowest tier, only $3 a month, and there are some other tiers as well, higher up if you want more perks. You can become a member, support my channel, help me grow, and I'd really appreciate it. Completely optional, though. You know, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you did. Thank you very much. Invincible, trying to make this lead larger. Let me get back into this match as we have 18 seconds to go. The Orange team is desperate now. They have to keep this out, and they have to score. There are 10 seconds, and if they can't get a goal here, they will lose this game and make the series tied. Do they have anything in the tank now? 5 seconds to go in. No! Igor misses the ball. My goodness, Igor. It costs his team not only the game, but another goal. Invincible gets the momentum builder, winning this game 3-1 for his team. And that means that we have a tied series on our hands. Blue and Orange are so close. They can't be separated that easy. We're going to be moving our way to a Game 3 tied up 1 apiece. So far, the fan vote just goes more and more Blue's way. 85% of you believe in it in Blue. There we go. A vote for Orange. Make it 79% Blue, 21% Orange. But I'm not giving, you shouldn't certainly give up hope on Orange. They won Game 1 for a reason. They've made the comebacks. They've put the work in. And you have to imagine Orange team, even after that game, may be the favorite since we've seen Blue crumble from such a large lead. I think you do favor Orange ever so slightly as we enter game number 3. Reminder, folks, this is a best of 5. You got to win 3 games to win the series. And it may very well be Blue if they continue their trend of the last game. Meanwhile, Orange trying to return to their Game 1 form, specifically the back half of Game 1 when they've scored 5 goals, make it 4 goals in a row. Anyway, it's a large amount of goals in a row, and that is a save from JBLZ. Orange can't quite get the goal there. Edwin, welcome, welcome. Edwin, we'll try and get you in one of these show matches. We have a 3v3 coming out after this. Maybe we'll get you into that one. You're watching from California. West Coast, the best coast. Very interesting, Foodie. I didn't know you were in California today. How is nice and sunny California? A chance here for Orange, and it will be an opportunity. No! Igor had perhaps an open net, but he couldn't shoot it speedily enough, and Blue was there for the stop. But yeah, Edwin, we'll try and get you in. Can we take Funi's mod until he responds to you? Suspect, I don't know about that. A chance? No. That time, another opportunity. You know, Igor, he hasn't been a great shooter so far this game. He's had multiple chances, all of them turned away. It's only been a minute. But if Orange can't get their shooting together, they're not going to be able to beat Blue. We know Blue's going to score some goals. They've done it every game so far. Orange has to be able to match that happen. A question in the chat from Edwin Pat. Who is the best player in the world right now? I think you have to say Zen. Another own goal. Invincible. Invincible, what are you doing, my guy? Another own goal for him. He has own goaled in multiple games, multiple times. His third own goal of the stream. And that puts Orange in the lead. You know, so earlier his own goals were only when his team had a 2-goal or even larger lead. He never own goaled to tie or put his team in a deficit. This time, though, he does. His team was tied up, and now they're losing because of that own goal. Invincible has to get his act together, or his defensive blunders are going to cost his team. Is that another one? Maybe. No, Chronic can't finish. And Invincible gets away with another lucky moment there. Who is next? Valkyrie, we're not doing a first come, first serve scenario. As Igor will make it 2. And this is exactly why Invincible can't afford to be own goaling. His team now has a large hole to dig themselves out of with 3:13 to go. So yeah, Valkyrie, in the past I have done a situation where I had a first come, first serve, and if you were in line, you were going to be in the match no matter what. I'm no longer doing that. We are going to try to match up not only ranks, but servers the best we can as well to make even matchups. Chronic makes it 3. Orange is rolling, and it all started off with that Invincible own goal. Unfortunate, unforced error has led his team astray. Blue struggling now, and their fan votes dropping as well, just up to, down to 80% of the fan vote now. But anyway, Valkyrie, so yeah, we'll try and get everyone in the chat in, but based on the ranks that we have, the servers we have, we may change up who is in it, and Igor piling on goal number 4. Orange cannot be stopped. What is this from Blue? They're struggling, and they're Invincible. Yes, it's a tough save, but he's lined up in the right spot. You have to imagine he has to be speedier than that. He has to get those saves, take his team, put it on his back. If he can't do it, if JBLZ can't do it either, Orange team will lose. And another miss. Whips coming out here from Invincible. That's not a whip, though. He gets it over 1. Can he get it over 2? He doesn't need to. It rolls its way into the net. Invincible finally puts Blue on the board here. They're on the board, but they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some nice action here if they want to put this team in the, the lead. Put themselves back into a tie. They are down 3 goals. And yes, we have half the game to go. In fact, over half the game, about 2 minutes 45 on the clock. But we need to see more out of Blue. Is this what I'm talking about? More out of Blue? No! JBLZ, no! How could you do that? An open net. A wide open finish, and no, he jumps over the ball. Mistakes happen. They do. But Blue team is making more than their fair share of them this series, and it is truly costing them. It feels like they're beating themselves more than Orange is beating Blue, and if Blue don't turn things around, it's going to continue to go that way. Welcome to TDR Declan in the chat. Welcome Wyatt as well. How are you guys doing in the chat? Nearly a goal it is. Chronic makes it 5-1, and Orange is closer to a Brazil than losing this game. They are closer to a Brazil, folks. I mean, we're going to have to start seeing if it'll happen. Fives want a couple more goals the way of Orange, and it will be a Brazil, and I think that'd be devastating for the side of Blue. I mean, I know they're going to be losing the series either way, because reminder, if Orange win this, they'll be on match point, and you know what Chronic said? Put us on match point. I want that. I want it now. They want to win this series 3-1. They don't want to make anything interesting. Don't want to send us to a game 5. They want to make this simple as can be. And that shot was exactly that, simple as you like it. Chronic slots it home. And Orange on their way to what could be a Brazil, folks. We'll have to see how it goes. Can you play in the chat? Declan, welcome. We're going to be getting viewers from the chat indeed, but to play in the next matchup, you have to wait for this one to be over. This is a best of 5, so there could be as many as 2 more games of Rocket League after this. And after this one's over, we'll grab people from the chat. So if you stick around in the chat, we'll grab people that are even in rank. So we're going to try and get people around the same rank. And we're going to do a 3v3 next. And you're welcome to try and join in that. As Igor gets it. The Brazil is complete with that shot from Igor. Slices it home off the miss from JBLZ. Blue team is in shambles right now. Shambles as they cost themselves a Brazil. Orange on top of things. Dibs says Wyatt. Well, you can't call dibs. Like I said, it's no longer first come, first serve as it has been in the past. But we'll try and get you all in, folks. So if you stick around, we'll get as many players as possible over the course of the day. We're going to be streaming for at least another 3-4 hours. So I advise you stick around and you'll get into show match later today. You're welcome to. Here we go. Chronic is kind of bad. I don't think he's... If you're talking about the pro, I don't think he's kind of bad at all. Oh, I missed your question. Sorry, Edwin. You asked who is the best player in the world. I don't know if I said it because I got distracted. But the answer is Zen. I think you can't... you know, say it's anybody else until we've seen them beat Zen in the RLCS. So, I know that he's not necessarily the best 1v1er right now. In fact, he's not. Well, we can straight up say it. But he is still one of the best 1v1ers, and when you combine across all 3 game modes, I think you'd have to say Zen for sure. So we'll have to see how he goes. Genji, Chronic, Crack, but yeah, Vatira. It could be Vatira. I think that Karmine Corps are the team to beat next season in the RLCS. I know Vitality haven't lost yet, and nearly a chance from Chronic, but you can't look at the way that the Karmine Corps roster turned out and not say, I mean, that is the team to beat, the super team so far in the world. The only other region to build a super team, actually, I guess all the regions have built their own super teams. You've got the MENA super team, the SAM super team, and the North American ones as well, multiple North American super teams. But I do think you favor Karmine Corps over anybody else going into the next season. We'll have to see how it goes, and a large part of that is Vatira. Here we go, though. This game will end in a Brazil, unless Invincible has something to say about it. Here he goes, air dribble, it's a pass, it's a shot, it's in! JBLZ, that may not look like much, they may still lose this game, but the momentum is critical in a best of 5, and preventing the final score to be a Brazil, absolutely massive. We head into the next game, Orange up in the series, but Blue's spirits have to be higher with that late score to put themselves at 2 goals. As we approach Game 4 here, a reminder, Team Orange is on match point. They have earned themselves the opportunity to win this series here and now. Blue, if they win this game, will force a Game 5 Champions Field finish to the series, but it could be over here if Orange finish the job and get their victory here. Let's find out what will happen. Let me know in the chat who do you think is going to emerge victorious. So far, the fan vote went Blue's way, but let's start up a new one. Do you believe that Blue can make a comeback? Yeah, I mean, do they have it in them? Does Blue have a comeback in them? Well, let me know in the chat your thoughts in the new fan poll. Pat, do you think BDS downgraded? Yes, I think BDS downgraded. I think that Monkey Moon obviously is exactly the same as Monkey Moon, and he's the same person. I think that they have an unproven player, and I think that if Drawley does really well and really like levels up, because he's so unproven in the RLCS, they could be better. But you can't look at Seiko and especially how Rise was playing and say that they're better now. I think that team that got second in the World Championship was better than their current roster. You got new AirPods. Well, congratulations. I have trust issues. I hope you enjoy your new AirPods. Maybe are you listening to my stream on the AirPods? As we get a chance at a goal here from Igor, can't quite do it. I'm distracted by the chat, but folks, we are a minute in to game number 4, and we are scoreless. This is the longest we've been scoreless this series, the lowest scoring game. This series may be upon us as Invincible trying to get that one home, puts it a bit wide, and Orange, so far so good for them, but you have to imagine after the way their last game went, they're going to want to score more, but you know what they don't need? They don't need any tricky shots, any trickeration, mechanics, none of that. All they gotta do is fake out the defense. Igor makes 2 men miss, and Chronic finishes the job. Team Orange in the lead. Welcome, Amparo Cervantes Martinez. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, Amparo? The new AirPods, they're good. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I have trust issues. You have an interesting name, I have trust issues, because every time I say it, I feel like people who are tuning into the stream won't realize I'm responding to someone in the chat, which I am. And Seiko off BS, which struck, yeah, Seiko, I think Seiko's new team, Gentlemates, will be better than BDS, and you know who's better on the field right now? Igor B, getting goal number 2 for Orange, and blue team is struggling hard. Another mistake from Invincible. I think that one was all Invincible's fault. He has the ball on his hood, and instead of doing something useful with it, he just passes it to the other team, and I know that's not what he was trying to do, but he is costing blue team hard right now. We'll have to see how they can do to finish out this game, finish out this series. You're good. You can call me Caesar, or CSR. I don't know if you mean CSR or Caesar, but I'll just call you Caesar. Well, I hope you're doing well, Caesar, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Nearly goal there from Chronic not to be. Just call me Issues, Pat. Alright, I'll call you Issues. Mr. Issues. That reminds me, I called someone whose name was Dr. D, Mr. Dr. D. Sometimes I'll just add a Mr. in front of people's names. Good times. And Dr. D actually playing in the match right now. They are the person called Chronic in the game. And speaking of Chronic, he gets the ball in this corner. Ceiling pinch potential. Can't quite put it in. But his team is playing very well. And Orange is on their way to a series victory if they can hold on to this 2-goal lead. Half the game has gone. They have half the game to go. Air dribble bump. Sorry, ground dribble rather bump from Invincible. Means that it won't be so simple though, as their lead is cut by 1. Blue, just a goal down with half the game to turn things around. We'll have to see how it goes. Invincible, get your head in the game, and indeed, he got his head in the game, got the goal, but he has to do more. They need another one with 2 minutes 20 seconds, or they will drop this series and the game and the series along with it. Here, a chance for Invincible. It's a pass, JBLZ, but no, saved away by Chronic. What are you doing? Great question, Amparo. We are doing viewer show matches, and I am casting them. So if you want to get in a show match, stick around, and we'll maybe get you in a later show match today. I also make videos about RL Esports. If that interests you, you can check out my most recent videos about the updates that are coming in 2024. Is that a goal? No, saved away by Chronic. Invincible, it's his turn. He puts it in, and he does. Invincible ties us up 2 apiece. Blue is not going down without a fight. He's not going down without a fight, and we're going to have to see how it can get it done. How can you join? Great question, Amparo. If you stick around in the chat, in between series, I will grab new people for the next one, trying to match ranks and make it a fair fight. We'll have to see after this series is over, which it could be very soon if Orange gets the win. They can't quite do it there. If the series is over, we'll grab people for the next matchup. This is a best of 5, but it's nearly over. Orange is on match point, and Blue only have to win 2 more games to win the series. Here we go. The ball is hit down the field. And talking about RLCS in the chat, but no, JBLZ shuts me up. Speaking the words about people in the chat, talking to Edwin about RLCS, but JBLZ says, let's talk about none of that, but this goal. Blue team in the lead with 1:31 to go. They may very well win this series, but they're going to have to win 2 games to do so. They're going to have to close this one out and then win Game 5 on Champions Field. Orange team says, not so fast. Igor tying us up with 1:26 to go. Edwin, I was distracted by you, Edwin, and I said Edwin scores. Indeed, you scored despite not being in the game. I mean, it's too good to be true, isn't it, Edwin? Here we go, though. 1:26 to go. Invincible, that's a nice kickoff. He gets the demo as well. Blue team, if they score here, they will take the lead entering the final minute. Instead, the ball races back to the corner. It's JBLZ now on his back board. Invincible gets the ball down the field. Chronic, that's a nice beat. Invincible, cuts out his own teammate. Blue team struggling in the communication department. They're going to have to get things together here in the final minute. Or who needs communication if Invincible has a double tap? No, it's a pass. JBLZ to finish. And Blue strike true and take the lead with 1:01 on the clock. Blue team, if they have the ice, will close it out. And JBLZ is telling us he does. His tagline, cold as ice, coming true in this final game, but it's not over yet. Orange can fight their way back in. A good kickoff would have been a great start. Instead, they're going to have to start off on the defensive end, and that's a poor touch. JBLZ, the shot, the finish, the ice is there, and Blue takes a 2-goal lead. Talking about comebacks in the chat, I'm not so sure. Blue team seemingly on top of things, and if the fan vote is to be believed, not only will they win this game, they have the comeback in the cards. 11 votes in the fan vote, 55% of you believe in a blue comeback, and indeed, blue has not only come back, they've taken a 3-goal, no! Nearly a 3-goal lead saved away by Chronic, and he needed that one. If Orange have any chance at winning this game, they have 40 seconds and they need to score twice. JBLZ will cut that one away, but Igor's going to have a chance at this ball. Puts it toward the corner. If he gets it past Invincible, maybe an opportunity, no. But Chronic is there. Another touch needed, another touch gained, but it's a 50-50 going nowhere. The ball bounces high, and Invincible can just burn this time away. Make that JBLZ blue, burning precious seconds off the clock, and Orange is running out of time. Welcome Zyko in the chat, Muriel as well. We'll get folks in after this series, but you know what? It's looking like we're headed to Game 5, Champions Field, as Blue Team takes the victory and keeps their hopes alive. 5 goals, and necessary ones at that. They indeed had the ice and force us to not only a Game 5, but the final game of the series will be played on what better map than Champs Field. So folks, we're going to quickly remake the lobby. Don't go anywhere though. We're literally no break. We're getting right into Game 5. Champs Field coming up. And you have to imagine, I believe, the favorite's probably going to be blue. I mean, going in with the momentum of a game win is absolutely massive, and I believe that's exactly what's going to follow them onto Champions Field. I think they're going to take an early lead. Orange has to bounce back, and they have to do it quick, or we will see a victory on the blue side. Let's see what they can get done. Unfortunately, JBLZ, actually, there we go. Heading into Game 5 here, folks. Let me know with your vote. So far, 62% of you still believe in the comeback. Let me know if you do or don't by voting in that fan vote and letting me know in the chat. I want you guys spamming your favorite team name. Do we got blue? Do we got orange? Let me see your support in the chat as we get on to this final game of series number 1 of the day. Here we go. JBLZ ready for the kickoff. He faces off Chronic, gets it by him, and now it's Invincible's turn. The ball actually touched there first by Igor, who's getting a nice 50 here into the corner. Orange and blue evenly matched so far in this game, but that may change quickly, especially if Chronic making 4 touches in the corner is going to give an opening to Invincible, an opening to blue that he capitalizes on. Invincible starts us off with a 1-0 lead, and my prediction comes true here. Blue continue their trend. They take that momentum and they keep it rolling here in the early moments of Game 1. Ram supporting blue in the chat, so is Edwin, but I have trust issues cheering on orange. Ampero as well. We got lots of fans for blue, and they start us off strong here. Will they finish the job though? Chronic on orange, trying to turn things around. There's so much time on the clock, and blue has to have a better lead than 1 goal. Certainly a tie game on our way, and it is. Igor ties things up with Chronic's pass, and the defenders boxing in the net. They still can't get it done. Invincible jumped for that one, nearly had it, but he couldn't quite save it. And just 30 seconds in, we are already tied 1 goal apiece. Both teams playing strong here in the early moments. And we talked about a low-scoring game last time. This is going to be the inverse of that. High scoring indeed. We're already 2 goals in with 30 seconds, and nearly another one there saved away by the orange side. Chronic now, an opportunity to score on blue. Is this it? A drop down, trickle down pass? No, saved away by Invincible. Declan in the chat also cheering on blue, says they're gonna win. Cooney in the chat saying he thinks the team name should come back. Oh, we'll talk about that after. You know what, Cooney? We'll talk about that after this game. Nearly an opportunity here instead. Invincible puts it in the corner. A Doomsday dish potential. No, it's a pass. JBLZ can't finish it though. And blue can't quite get the lead. Orange now racing for their chance at the lead here. About a minute 20 into this game. Invincible off the backboard. He gets it over 1. Can he get it over 2? Chronic is there. No! Chronic! He jumps. He misses. And Invincible puts blue up just a minute 20 off of this game, and somehow, some way, blue team have taken the lead. I talk about their momentum rolling. They hope to continue that here as we enter what could be the final 3 minutes 40 seconds of the series. The only way it isn't is if we see ourselves to an overtime, as this is the last game. Nearly a double tap from Invincible there. What an angle. and he doesn't get it in, but still, the pressure is immense right now, and Orange are going to start to crack if they don't get themselves off of the defensive end. You cannot stay on defense forever, but that's what it's looking like right now as Blue Team continues the pressure, shot after shot, and Orange cannot break loose. Invincible, here a chance at a goal. No, Igor's going to be there for the save, and he gets it. But JBLZ again, pressuring on the back line. Orange team struggling to break free. I say they struggle to break free, but they finally do. But the moment they do, though, Invincible's there for the air dribble. I mean, they haven't got a great look on net. It's been blue, blue, blue. Nothing so far from Orange in this possession. And if they don't change that up, they're going to drop the series. But here we go. A first good look. Chronic just has to finish this, and he does! Tie game off the goal from Chronic. And Orange keep this thing close with just about half the game of Game 5 to go. Champions Field, this is what it's all about. You have to play with grit, determination, and as Chronic's tagline reads, the ice, cold as ice, and indeed, you need to play with some ice here as we enter the back half of the final game of this series. Will Orange score? Impossible! Unbelievable! Invincible! Another own goal! He cannot stay away from his own net, folks! That's the third game this series that he has own goal, and I'm not quite sure why, but Invincible just can't help himself. He can't help himself, folks, and that's going to put his team at a massive disadvantage. They enter the back half of the game down a goal. Invincible trying to atone for his mistakes, but he can't get it past Chronic. Igor and Chronic combining there for a nice pinch down the field. It's going to be to the corner. Invincible. Oh, that was a risky touch. Another chance at an own goal. And yeah, he puts that one high, but that one was an unnecessary risky touch. And this could be a score. It could be a goal. Igor gets it in. The defender there, but he can't quite save it. JBLZ tries his best. He jumps in it. He jumps in it again. Save after save, but it's not enough in the final save. Doesn't come through. Orange team up 2 goals with 2 minutes left on the clock. We're going to need to see a massive shift in the way Blue is playing this game if they want any hope at winning the series. And you know what? Here is an opportunity. JBLZ, it's a pass. It's central. Igor trying to read this one away, and he does. Invincible has to make a save on the back line. Invincible, though, he has boost, he has space, he has it on his hood, and he air dribbles it over one. No, the ball pops a bit too high. There was a chance there for Blue, but they can't get the finishing touch. They can't get the goal, and they remain down 2 with 1:40 to go. Orange team trying to extend that lead. Instead, it's going to be Invincible. Another chance. He gets it past 1. He gets it past 2. Invincible scores! Just 1 goal down now. The Blue team are storming their way back, and Invincible trying to atone for the mistakes he's made earlier this series. Welcome to Clear in the Chat. Indeed, you can play the next one in series. Well, folks, we're going to have to see, though, who is available to play in the 3v3 to follow. So we don't do first come, first serve anymore. We're going to be picking folks for the next match right after this. So if you want to play, stick around and let me know your rank in the chat the moment this game is over, because this series will end when this game ends. Invincible trying to make it his team that wins. He gets it past Chronic a little bit, but Chronic actually gets a tiny bit of a touch there. Blue team now forced on the defense. A 5-3 lead would be devastating for Blue. They both left the net open. They both went for the same boost. Igor puts it over them both. If they don't make contact, it's going to be an open net, and that's exactly what it is. But Igor misses. Both teams uncharacteristic whiffs here, and these whiffs might cost them. If Orange team loses in this game, you're going to look back to that open net miss from Igor. It was completely open. He just had to put it on target, and in fact, nearly a shot from Blue saved away by Chronic. Blue team trying to tie this game up, and in 40 seconds, they must do so, or they will lose this series. Here we go, an opportunity for Orange to try and seal the deal, put the dagger in the back of Blue, but they can't quite get it done. The ball is hitting down the field. Instead, Chronic, a nice read, a chance, a save from Invincible. And with 20 seconds to go, Blue keep their hopes alive, but they must march down the field, and they don't have much time to do so. Invincible, the pass, JBLZ there, but it's read away by Igor. And Invincible has to carry this himself. 10 seconds remain. It's on target. It's saved. Igor, a brilliant save. He keeps his team alive. But there, it's open net. Okay, to be RLZ. Has to do is finish it, but he can't do so. Invincible, the ball's alive. JBLZ pops it too far, and the ball will touch the dirt. Team Orange win the series in Game 5, stunning fashion. Congratulations to Chronic and Igor on an absolutely fantastic victory. A clutch ending there. All the momentum could have gone Blue's way if they score and force an overtime. Instead, we see a victory from the side in Orange. Congratulations to, again, Orange. We're going to get new folks here. We got Lay Norks in the chat, as well as everyone that was there earlier. Clear, Amparo, I have trust issues. Everybody wants to play. We're going to be getting people into the next show match. So, if you want to play, make sure to let me know your rank in the chat. You can't just say, can I play, pick me. I need to know your ranked because we're going to be picking even matchups for the next one. So I want to let me know your 3v3 rank in the chat. We're going to be picking even matchups. Fooney is spamming the emojis in the chat. We got Sus RL is a champ 2. We got Sarah as a champ 1. All right, I think we're going to be looking in the champ 1 to champ 3 range. So let's see here. We've got... Wyatt, you just changed what you said. You said GC1 and then you took it down to Champ 3. I saw that, Wyatt. Here we go. Let's get Wyatt, Edwin, and Sarah. Well, here, let me write this down. Well, let me just start inviting people. We got Wyatt. Who did I say? Let's get, okay, I think I've changed things around. I think we have too many Grand Champs waiting, so let's get some Grand Champs in instead. Sorry, I've changed things up. You have to let me know your rank in the chat. I see Edwin. I don't know if you've said your rank, Edwin. Champ 2? Are you Champ 2? I don't know about that. Let me figure this out. So... Dr. D, you've already just played. We're trying to get people that haven't played yet. Okay, let me get Zyko and Sus. Let me get Suspect in here. So, Suspect, what's your in-game name again? Are you this? I think you're this person. We got Suspect. Muriel, what is your in-game name? Not Muriel. Actually, maybe Muriel. I don't know. I got too many people. Actually, no, wait. We're doing champs. Sorry, we're doing champs, not grand champs. So, Zyko, I need Zyko's in-game name. Clear, what's your in-game name? And then let's get Fooney in as well. So I'm looking at it. We got Champ 2s. Clear, what's your in-game name? I think Champ 1 might be too low. Or maybe we get a couple Champ 1s. I don't know. Joey, let's get Joey DX in. Clear, what was your... Alright, you're the person I just invited. You're Joey DX. Sizen. Okay, let's get Sizen in. That's 4. We need 2 more. So we're looking for... You don't need to spam in the chat. Guys, stop spamming in the in-game chat. Let's get... maybe we get some Champ 1s to balance things out a bit. To make it a range. So... let's get Sarah and Amparo. So... if you, Sarah, your name is No Please. Let's get No Please in. And then Amparo, what was your in-game name? Mr. Amparo Cervantes Martinez. Very interesting. Rude, yeah, sorry, Wyatt. I know I said your name at one point. You're peaked in GC2, but you're currently C3. Well, I was just confused because you said 2 different things. We'll try and get you in the next one. I think we've picked our 6. We've picked our 6. Edwin, I didn't say I never said you were playing in the next one, did I? I don't think I did. But we've got too many people to play. Epic. Well, my Epic is visible in game. It is, or actually you can't see that. No, you can. AskPat13. Same as YouTube, anyway. But Edwin, we'll get you in the next one, maybe. Too many people want to play, folks. Maybe I do need a list. I don't know. We're trying out this new way. It says no one exists with that Epic ID, Mr. Amparo. It says no one exists. Well, I'll add these people as friends. We got Manhattan. Manhattan, you're champ 1, right? Amparo, if you don't add me, I'm gonna have to throw someone else in because we're trying to get things in. Didn't I? I copy and pasted what you posted. I'll try it one more time. Okay, I've sent the friend invitation. Edwin, yeah, well, you can't in the next one? Edwin, what rank are you? We can't do a 4v4, folks. That'd be too many people. You know, oh my goodness. We've got way too many. Ugh. We've got way too many. Well, folks, I know you all want to play, but unfortunately, we're going to have to get more people in the next one. Did you accept my invite? Amparo, did you accept my invite? If not, I'm going to get Manhattan in instead. Well, I'm sorry, Amparo. It's not working, and I don't have time to fact check it. So we'll just get somebody else in as Champ 1. Okay, so we've got... I need to remember who are the Champ 1s. Because I know the Champ 3s are Fooney and I believe Suspects. Let me go back up and check. Yeah, we had too many Champ 3s. Clear's the Champ 3. Okay. So Clear is Death, right? Yeah, Death. Fooney, Sus, and Fooney, Sus, Manhattan. Verse Death, no please. Death, no please, and Sizen. Fooney, Sus, and alright, let me get I'm gonna change up the teams. Instead of being blue versus orange, it'll be a little different. We'll try and do hats, flats. Again, we haven't done that in a while. Let me find a good, thingamabob for it. Here, that'll work. We'll do a picture of me, and we'll do Pat's Flats. Pat's Flats versus, and then what's the other team gonna be? Folks, let me know in the chat what you think the other team name should be. You came so early to play. I'm sorry, Edwin. Declan, guys, it's not first come, first serve. I'm sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to find an even matchup. I can't guarantee that Amparo, Learnix, that you guys will get in the next one because we're not doing a list anymore. It was too complicated to keep track of a list of people. I really do apologize, but if you stick around in the chat, I'm picking people of even, ranks that haven't played yet today. And the longer the day goes on, the more likely you are to get in because everyone will have already played. Here we go, though. Let me just find a random team that I can do for the other one. Maybe I do... I know what to do. I'm gonna do a, let's do that. I have a really silly team name. You guys will like the other team name. Alright, here we go. Let's get the match going here. Servers work for all. I should have asked servers. Folks, next time, say your rank in your server. But, well, Valkyrie... we can say yes, Valkyrie. We'll try and get your one in next. Welcome, David, to the chat as well. Welcome, everyone new. We're doing short matches. We're getting into one today, right now. You know what? I'm going to change things up. I already know we have too many people. Let's do best of 3. Alright, EU it is, but we're going to do best of 3. Everyone says no, so you know what? Fine. You know what? Fine. We'll keep it best of 5, but we're not switching to best of 3 then. We're only doing best of 5s. Alright, fine. Everyone wants best of 5. Fine. Alright, only best of 5s today, but let's get it going. So we've got Hats Plats versus an interesting team name I just randomly picked. Hats Plats versus Explosion. Here we go. Let's get things going here, folks. with the next show match of the day, Platz versus Explosion. I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a fun one. I think the favorite is probably Platz, but they're evenly matched up teams, and they should be evenly matched. Folks, I'm sorry you guys are spamming your server now. We're going to pick all that after this show match. Sorry about that, folks. Well, sorry about that, Edwin, but you came in the middle of the last show match. What do you mean, Edwin? People came in before you. Edwin, I'm sorry about that, though. Here we go. Into the last match of the day. We've got Manhattan, or not last show match. Into the next show match of the day. Not the last one, not by a long shot. We've got multiple to come. And Fooney starts this one off with a bang. Platz up 1 goal early. Early here off the kickoff. Death raced for that ball. Couldn't get there. And no please. Couldn't get the save. And that means that Fooney, you know, a really strong start. A really nicely played goal there. And we have an early lead. We'll have to see if Platz can keep it going. Maddie we have way too many people waiting, so I'm going to have to say no. I think your friends probably can't play unless they hop in the chat themselves, then they have a chance. I'm gonna be honest, Igor, there's always a chance if everyone that's here now goes away and leaves before the stream's over. But if everyone sticks around, you're not going to play another show match. Because you're only going to get one unless we need people for another one. There's a chance from Suspect. He gets it by one. Manhattan has to do the finishing the job. Can't quite do it. It's Suspect in the corner now. He puts it central for Fooney. Fooney, a long shot. It might be on target. No, it's just wide. But Manhattan there for a finishing pass. Suspect will place it home. And blue team is rolling as they get goal number 2 early in this game. Well, Edwin, I'm sorry about that, Edwin. But if it makes you feel better, trust me, there were more than 6 people in line before you got here. There was a lot of people waiting. Just because they weren't chatting doesn't mean they weren't in chat before you. Meryl, what rank will next round play? I'm going to try and get the GCs in next time. So I know we had multiple GC1s. We get an early lead. No, please, starts us off strong here with a goal. But there's also going to be diamonds, so I don't know what I'll do for sure. But we'll try and make it as even as can be. A nice start for Orange to, you know, start off their scoring and make sure they're still into things. And I think an Explosion, I should say, not Orange anymore. I'm going to let you know I'm going to start up a poll in the chat, so I want you guys to let me know who you're cheering on. Who will win the series? Will it be Team Platz, or will it be Explosion? Let me know with the fan poll. I've started off the poll. Let me know who you think's going to emerge victorious here. Explosion, they got a chance on the offensive here to tie things up. You have to imagine it would be great. Well, I'm sorry, Edwin. We'll try and get you in next stream if you can't play today. Sorry about that. Here we go, an opportunity. It's squandered though. No one there for the save. Sorry, no one there for a finishing shot for the side of Explosion, and instead, now they're on the back foot. There's a chance here. Fooney trying to score it for Platz. Can't quite do it. Well, welcome back. I have trust issues. You missed a very complicated picking of 6 players. No worries. Issues, no worries at all. Oh, Fooney! Can he put it in? No, Suspect can't either. And the blue team, Platz, can only hold on to this 1 goal lead. We'll have to see if things change up. They push it down the field. Fooney into the corner now. Sizen on the back wall. He actually gets this by 1. If he get it by Suspect, that would be great for Explosion. Instead, Suspect will get the ball. And he gets a chance to go here. No, demolished by No Please. A necessary one. Nearly own goal from Death. You know, Team Explosions, they're flirting with some disaster here. And indeed, it will be disaster. Fooney scores 3-1 for Platz. Fooney and Sus on one team is unmatched. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. The ranks are matched up, but these 2 players have played together before. They have a history, and that can give you an advantage. Blue is dubbing out indeed. Platz winning with 69% of the fan vote. And again, I just mentioned why you might understand why Fooney and Suspect friends have played together before, and that is an advantage here. We'll have to see if that happens again. No, you didn't get picked. I have trust issues. You had to be present to be picked. You have to be present. Oh, a nice shot from Manhattan. And again, blue team continues to roll. This time, all Manhattan. He gets it by the defender, puts the ball in, and his teammates just get to sit and relax as the blue team takes a 3-goal lead. Platz look dominant here against Explosions. But, so in the chat, I know a bunch of people want to play. Reminder, folks, I am not picking people until we get to it. So I cannot guarantee you will be playing until we're picking folks for the next matchup. I have done first come first serve in the past, and we're trying to stick away from that. I think one thing I might do in the future is actually just maybe do a random draw, but for now I'm just trying to do even matchups. Well, let me know if you're interested in helping determine how we do these things in the future. Join my server and leave your idea for how I should pick people in video ideas. Can I play next show match? You and the silver. Well, Ash Assassin, welcome. We're getting people in for the next show match after this one is over, and I'll be picking people in the chat. So if you stick around, there's a chance you play. However, I'll just be blunt. I'm trying to pick fair matchups, and you might be the only silver waiting to play. So I'm not sure you'll get in, because you're the only silver waiting. Welcome, Derb, as well. Pats. You know what? You are correct. It is supposed to be Pats Flats, Derb. I appreciate calling that out. I mistyped it as Funi makes it 6-1, and game 1 might be on its way to a Brazil. Oh no, we've got a what a save in the chat. They are being toxic to the team in orange. Explosion struggling here in this game, and blue team is laying it into them. We're gonna have to see what happens here. Sarah in the chat saying my teammates are selling. And I think, unfortunately, these teams, you know, they're as evenly matched as they can be. Sometimes the rotations don't work out. I haven't seen any glaring errors so much as blue team is playing very good Rocket League right now. They are rotating well. You're a Plat you want to play. Well, Plat, I think, is much more likely to get into the next one than a Silver, because we've already had multiple Plats waiting. There's no guarantee, so I feel bad saying this, but I've done first come, first serve in the past, and we're moving away from that. So if you stick around in the chat, you have to be present to be picked, and when we get to the next show match, I will pick people from the chat at that time based on ranks to try and have an even matchup. So no guarantees until we get to that point. Sizen, indeed. I mean, we had Chronic in the last matchup, Sizen in this one. Effectively pros here, rocking the pro names anyway, in the chat. David apparently knows no please. Indeed, he is in the show match. Fighting it out, and his team, though, his team struggling. Orange can turn things around. They'd love to do it in this game. If not, though, they have another 2 games to do so. It is a best of 5. No please, get the nice save there. Any 1 show matches? Well, SWAT, we did a 1 show match. Actually, wait, no, we didn't. I guess you're right. We haven't done a 1v1 today, and I don't know if we will. It's just when we get so many people that want to play, it's tough to get in a 1v1 SWAT. I want as many people to play as can. But anyway, you're silver 3 at the highest on this account, says Declan. Well, actually, there we go. We have 2 silvers. So Ash Assassin, there are 2 silvers. There's a nice shot here from Manhattan, and it indeed will be a Brazil as time expires. A brilliant goal for Manhattan to get the meme scoreline, and indeed, Brazil will finish us off in game 1. Pats Plats are rolling, not only in game, but in the fan vote as well. Welcome Jaden, welcome Valkyrie to the chat as well. And I remind folks, I cannot guarantee you'll be playing, so no one's guaranteed. Sorry about that, folks. You can't be guaranteed. Why does everyone continue to ask? We continue to ask, but here we go. Game number 1 ends, and we continue into game number 2. Death, I believe, is left to make a card change, and we'll take this opportunity. I know I appreciate the 22 fan votes in the chat for Pats Plats, but I had the wrong thing. So here we're gonna ask a new question: will Pats Plats sweep? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Unfortunately, Death not joining the matchup. I don't quite know why. We're gonna have to restart. Death, you can't. All right, we're gonna have to get into the next matchup. Oh no! Almost opening up. I don't want to open it. Here we go, though. I don't know why Death joined it too late. Mooney, you gotta leave. There we go. You just rewatched the series where you played. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Beliz. I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome, Milo the Gamer as well. Ash Assassin. Unfortunately, Milo, Ash Assassin is not playing right now, but maybe he'll get into a later one. Milo. Here we go, though. Pats Plats versus Explosion. Game number 2. A lot on the line here. Pats Plats working their way to what could be a sweep. On the other side, Explosion. If they tie this series up, they'll be right back into the swing of things. Let's see if they can get the job done here. You played a first true series. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Beliz. I hope you enjoyed it. Here we go, Death with an early save, and that's exactly what Orange needs. They need to get their defensive end together, and the offensive one as well. That's a nice shot, but an easy save by Funi. And they're going to be struggling here, I think, our Explosion. We saw it in Game 1, they got Braziled. But, you know what? So far, so good. And if they do make the turnaround, like I said, they're right back into the series. It's far from over. You can't wait to see a Silver 2 play. Well, we had another Silver in the chat, so it would be really wacky, but maybe we could do a Grand Champ paired up with a Silver on each team. That would be, well, a lot of people don't like that, so maybe we won't do that, but we'll see how it goes. You know what, folks? Especially if you're a low rank, if you're a Silver and you want to play on stream, I highly advise you join my Discord. Maybe I'll get a low ranked matchup planned in advance, and that way you guys will know which day on stream you're playing, and we'll have everyone show up to play a low ranked matchup. Because I'm not against watching low ranked, you know, show match. I just want it to be fair for everybody, for the low ranked players and the high ranked players. You know. Gotta be fun. It's no fun if it isn't fair. Here we go, though. A chance for blue team. Pat Splats trying to take an early lead in this game. They can't quite do it. A save by No Please on the goal line. Keeps Explosion score sheet clean. Oh, a dangerous look from Suspect. Another save. And Explosion are playing much better in Game 2. And if they keep this up, they may get this series back under control. Let's see if they can do it, though. It's dangerous. Pat Splats trying to put it in, and they will off an own goal. Unfortunate times, Explosion. You thought they had it together. You thought they got things under control, but unfortunately an own goal will kind of force us to realize that reality is not so pristine as we thought. Explosion down not only in the series, but now in the game. But it's just one goal, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. You have to imagine a comeback is certainly possible. Death puts it in the corner, puts it central. What can we see here? No Please, trying to pass it to no one there, though. Sizen on the back wall. Now we're going to have to see what they can do. They put it down the field. Funi is there. He puts it to the other side. Well, end-to-end action is what I usually call these Rocket League series. This has been sidewall-to-sidewall action going the distance in the horizontal direction. Funi, though, now he's gone in the Y-axis as well. Puts it down towards the enemy pitch. And if indeed, Suspect with a shot, but another save. Blue team, the Pat Splats, they are playing very well, but they have been facing a much tougher foe this game. I think Explosion playing much better in Game 2. And if we continue to see that, you have to imagine Explosion have a chance. They're only down one goal. They could easily make a comeback, and indeed, they're going to struggle, though, as Suspect makes it 2-0 for the Pat Splats side. A brilliant solo play. No Please maybe should have been there for the save, but he doesn't reach back in time, and that means that it is a 2-0 lead. I want to thank everyone that subscribed in the chat. We're up to 590 subscribers. Thank you so much to whoever subscribed today. That's 6 new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content and you are a viewer that hasn't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. It'll help you get notified when I go live and get you into future show matches. We see a nice touch there from No Please. Maybe an opportunity here for the orange side, and indeed it will be. Sizen combines with No Please, and Team Explosion are right back into things. 2:19 on the clock, and they're really in this game. They've cut the lead to 1, and you have to imagine they could make a comeback. Let's find out if they will. Welcome. I don't even know how to say your name in Russian. I believe that's Russian. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russian, so I can't say your name, but welcome, AH. I don't know how you say that. Welcome. Here we go, though, an opportunity. Ooh, a chance here. Sizen puts it central. Jaden, can I do a live about Rocket Races? I already did Rocket Racing. There is a live stream that it's obviously, you know, now it's going to be pre-recorded, but if you want to go back and check out, I have a playlist with all my past live streams. If you check that out, the one about Rocket Racing is pretty clear that it's about Rocket Racing, and you can go check that out. Ask Pat Noob, welcome Scarmy in the chat. Trickshot as well, welcome everybody, folks. Reminder, if you want to play in future show matches, just stick around the stream. I will be picking people out for the next show match based on rank to try and get an even matchup. If you stick around, you have a chance to play. There is no queue because I am not doing first come, first serve, but there are so many people playing that if you've already played once today, you probably will not play again. Just to be blunt, you probably will not play again. If you're a new, you certainly can play, but no guarantee how long it'll take you to get into it. Yes, on Het, or how do I say your name? The person in Russian with the red shirt on. YouTube Wonder, I don't know what you mean, but welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, what's your name in English? That's a great question, Dur. who can copy and paste it. Can I play? Oh, is your name YouTube Wonder? Well, welcome YouTube Wonder if that's your name. Ash Assassin the go. We've got a lot of people repping Ash Assassin. Maybe we'll try and get him into the next one. Here we go, though. An opportunity. The ball is down the field. No one is there for the save except Sizen gets it with 35 seconds to go. Explosion still remain down a goal. They need to score here, and they have to do it soon. There is time, but they need to do it quickly. Death is there for a touch, but no, he can't put it in. No, please now. He gets it in the corner. The ball is high. Sizen has to make a touch. He can't do it. Death, the ball is into his corner. 15 seconds to go. We'll have to see what they can do. Yeah, Edwin, we'll try and get you in the next one. We'll try. Here we go. His name is Anizat. All right, we'll try and say Anizat. Jay Smith as well. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. And my team, Valkyrie, I'm going to be honest, Valkyrie, I don't know if all three of you will get in. Is Pat's Platts managed to take game number 2 in the final moments, and so far 24 of the fan votes say yes, it will be a sweep, and I imagine that might be the way we're headed. 2 games the better for Pat's Platts, but this one was a lot closer. I think if Explosion have any hope of a reverse sweep, it's going to come off the back of that Game 2 performance. They played way better. They have a real chance here. I really want to say that there's a chance they can make the comeback. It's certainly possible. Again, we're going to need to see more, though, out of these players on the Explosion side. Their defense was much better, but their offense, they have to get that online or they will struggle. And what could be their last game of the series, game number 3, folks. Let me know in the chat who you're cheering on. Are you cheering on Pat's Platts? Or are you cheering on Explosion? Let me see those spams for who you're supporting as we enter what could be the final game if this is indeed a sweep for Pat's Platts. Let's see if who can do it, who can get the job done. On both sides, we have seen some excellent Rocket League action, but we're going to need to see more out of Explosion. Nearly a chance there for Death. Instead, they get exploded for their trouble. Double demo there on the back line in Manhattan. Puts it central. It's a pass. It's Fooney there for the shot. He is on target. Fooney makes it 1, and Pat's Platts lead just 30 seconds in. Congratulations to the side in blue. It's a great one there. Ash Assassin, there actually is another silver in the chat, so we might be able to match up against each other, obviously, with teammates. David, what was it, David, or was it Declan? It was Declan. TDR Declan YouTube is silver, so we'll try and get you guys against each other. So Ash Assassin, you got a lot of fans in the chat, interestingly enough. I'm curious, do you run a YouTube channel yourself with so many fans in the chat? You just like the joke? Get out to. Well, I appreciate you being here. Again, the name in Russian I can't recall how to say. Valkyrie, we have too many people. I'm sorry about it, Valkyrie. I think you can play, and if your teammates get here in the chat, I might pick them as well, but I'm going to pick people from the chat. We've got too many people. Seer and Hussein, can you guys stick around after one more 3v3, and then we'll do your 1v1? If you guys can, I'm going to get Edwin in the next 3v3. Here we go, an opportunity for Death. He puts it central. He gets it by 2 and he ties the game. Explosions are down, but they're not out. And Death keeps us alive here with another goal. Welcome, FCB. We'll try and get you in as well, folks. Just a reminder, there are so many people that want to play in this show match that I cannot guarantee you will play. But I'm going to try and get people in. I'm going to pick people based on rank, try and have even matchups the next game. So we'll have to see how it goes. It's going to be a really wacky one. We're going to have Grand Champs and Silvers on the same team. So some people might not even want to play, but that's what I think we're going to do. It'll be interesting to try that out. Jay Smith, again in the chat, saying, can I congratulate Ash Assassin on a newly found relationship? I'm not quite sure what that is, so I can't do it, but, you know, congratulations if someone has something we're celebrating. As we get another goal here, this time it's Suspect. Now, you know what? Pat's Platts, they're trying to get this sweep, and it may come. It may be a reality here if they keep extending their lead, if they keep this lead going. Welcome. Is that a FaZe Clan logo? Can I play? I don't even know your name, so I can't say if you can play or not, Mr. FaZe Clan logo. But I'm going to be grabbing people from the chat, so if you want to play, just stick around and let me know your rank and server when we get to that point. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Folks, so far, of 29 votes, almost 97% of you believe in the sweep. If anyone, there is at least one voter. In fact, there's one voter for Deciding Orange, for Explosions to at least get a game. Let me know who you are. I want to know who is cheering on Explosions as Manhattan makes it 3-1, and Explosions really is struggling here. They are struggling. Hussein, that is the plan. Yes, that is the plan, Hussein. If you guys are all right with that, that's the plan. Here we go. Sinzi says the other one in our party, and then Lane Nork says I'm going to create silver here, even if I'm champ 2. Well, yeah, you guys might end up, if you guys don't mind playing with the silver, that's going to be the next show match. Because so many people in the chat cheering on Mr. Ash Assess. We'll have to see how it goes. Here we go, though. David Hyde there? I don't even know what that message is about, so... here we go, your gold free. Well, Mr. FaZe Clan that doesn't have a name, we'll see if I can get you in, but I'm going to grab people after the fact, like I said, so we'll have to see how it goes. Here we go, though. Again, Explosion are struggling, but with 2 minutes to go, they might fight their way back in. They're not out of it yet, and Sizen, if he has anything to say about it, will make this at least 2 to 3. Here's an opportunity. Zach, no! The open net. He can't finish. Sizen can't finish either. Explosion. All the opportunities squandered. That was their chance. They needed to score, and unfortunately, they don't get the job done. We enter the final minute 45, and it's a struggle here. It's a struggle. I'm confused about one of the chatters, but anyway, as we go. A chance here for no, please, isn't it? No, again, opportunity after opportunity for Team Explosions are denied, and somehow they remain down 2 goals. Another shot, another miss. Sizen and company are struggling here. Unfortunately for Explosions, they may drop this game, and with it the series. They've had so many opportunities. Unfortunately, they won't be able to get it done here unless they can change things around in the final moment. Explosion does not suck, Edwin, don't say that. They have played their best and they've tried their hardest, but unfortunately it might not be enough. If Booney gets this save, we enter the final 45 seconds, but no! Sizen will score! 47 seconds remain. The Explosion are not quite done yet. They have to score again, but there is time to do so. Velocity Hornet, welcome in the chat. Yo, can I join? We're going to be grabbing people for the next show match the moment this one's over. So stick around. Let me know your rank in the chat when I ask for it, and we'll try and grab an even matchup in the next one. Here we go. An opportunity for both teams. Fooney trying to finish it. Can't quite do so. I understand, but they don't have quality players. Indeed, no, they have an even matchup. These are exactly even ranked matchups. Again, the big difference is that Fooney and Suspect have played together before. Like, unironically, it's the rotations. It's not the individual skill. It is the rotations. We see an opportunity here, but Orange again, 13 seconds. They must score if they want to keep this alive. We have to see what they can do. Jay Smith leaving in the chat. We'll have to see. There's an opportunity, but no, please, stopping. I don't know quite why this series is not over. They can score here with no time on the clock. They just have to get it down the field. They can't do it. Pat Splotch will sweep. The last 2 games were much closer than the first, but that just about does it. Team Pat Splotch win the series, and with it, I was going to say that there's no tournament going on, but with it, they get the bragging rights on this stream. Congratulations to Manhattan, Suspect, and Fooney on the victory. And with that, folks, we're going to be getting into the next show match. So if you want to play in the show match, let me know your in-game name in the chat. Let me know your name in the chat because we're going to have to get you guys in. Fooney the GOAT. Indeed, Fooney is the GOAT. We're asking in the chat, saying that we got FCB Champ 1 in the chat. Muriel says, I can play on GC. So how about we get Edwin and Muriel? Oh, wait, Wyatt. What rank are you, Wyatt? Wait, this is going to be really wacky if we have 4 GCs and 2 silvers. That would be hilarious. Valkyrie, what rank are you, Valkyrie? We want Stitch VRS. Is Assassin? Okay. Let's get Mr. Stitch in here. There we go. Stitch VRS. We've got a Plat 3. We've got Wyatt is Champ 3. Let's get Edwin in here. We've got Edwin. We've got Wyatt. What's your in-game name again, Wyatt? Is it Wyatt? It's not Wyatt. Wyatt, what's your in-game name? A great question for Mr. Ash Assassin or his fans in the chat. What servers does he usually play on? Because we have a mix here. So TDR Declan YouTube. Oh, I see. Never mind. And then Muriel, what's your in-game name? Mystic, are you trying to play Mystic? I don't see Mystic in the chat. We need your Flaky Moose. Alright, so we've got Wyatt. We need Muriel. What's your in-game name, Muriel? Oh, Wyatt. Oh, I see. Well, I've added you in, Wyatt, so it's all good. Battle form. Alright, I need another Champ 3 or GC1 player. Is there anyone in the chat that's Champ 3 or GC1? Maybe we'll get Leornix, worst case. Or, I know someone that wanted to play was Valkyrie. Malibu, what's your in-game rank again? Malibu. Valkyrie. This is gonna be so. This is gonna all be all mixed up. But you know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Malibu, what's your in-game rank? Valkyrie, what's your in-game rank? We got Daniel Deering as well in the chat too, Granchen. We got FCB is Champ 3. Maybe we'll get FCB in. But I believe we're pretty full. Maddie is his GC1. We're not going to get... SSL is a bit too high for this one. Sorry about that, Milo. But, everyone shut up. Too many people want to play. You know what? I was asking for your rank Valkyrie, but you haven't said it. You're Champ 2 like your teammates. I think we're going to have to get you in a future one, Valkyrie. I'm sorry about that. There's too many people that want to play Valkyrie. I feel bad. I don't want to cut you and your teammates out, but I think we're going to switch it up. I think we're going to get FCB said they were OSG and then Knight. Did you add me? Well, let me just accept a bunch of friend requests. That doesn't mean I'm going to play with you because if I accept the friend request. And then FCB, you have to add me in the game. If not, I'm going to grab someone else. Maddie I know, is potentially available. So you were... I don't even see OSG Knight. Here. FCB in the chat. I'm trying to pick you, but I need to know what your in-game name is again. FCB said they were OSG Knight, but I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see you, Mr. FCB. Well, we've got a lot of new friends, folks. Again, sorry about the delay. Trying to get as many people in as possible. Too many people. Here we go. OSG Knight. What's your other in-game name? Oh, I see now. Okay. All right, folks. We got our 6. We got our 6, and let me share the matchup. So it is going to be Edwin, OSG, and who is Ash Killer again? He is, I believe it's just Shadow Form. You are at Splats. Whoops. And Mystic. Then Mystic, Declan, and Ginger Taco. Actually, wait, what rank is Shadow Form? Wait. Muriel, yes, that's perfect. Okay, and then, yep, Ginger. Oh, wait a minute, wait, no, I might have messed that up. No, wait. No. Edwin, OSG, and, that would be too many high-ranked players, and Ginger. That's nice. Shadow, Mystic, and the Clan are Explosion. Alright, let's just get things going here. Alright, Hussein, does Seer have to go? Because you guys are doing a 1v1 next. But anyway, folks, sorry, we have our next matchup, so we're going to do it right here. Let's get things started. I've told them their teams. Hopefully they stick to it, and we should just be ready to roll right into things. So let me end that poll, because we got to start a new poll. New poll. Who will win the series? Pats, Plats, or Explosion? Let me know with your vote in the poll. We have the lobby ready to go. Pats, Plats versus Explosion. Let me know who you're cheering on in the chat with the fan vote. The poll is ready. Let it rip. Let me know your thoughts as Ginger Tate is going to start us off with a goal. 1-0 for the side of Pats, Plats. And that is indeed the supposed silver. Off the kickoff, gets the early goal. Declan, the other silver, couldn't quite get there in time, unfortunately. This is going to be a really interesting matchup. We have Grand Champs playing with silvers, a really wacky combo. We'll have to see how it goes. Declan actually stood silent now, struggling here. We'll have to see a defensive stop there from Blue, but Mystic, an opportunity. If he gets a pass 2, no, he can't quite do so. Edwin putting it down the field. Shadow Form 2K is there for the stop. Puts this one high. Down the field, OSG Knight can't get the save, and nearly a shot for Explosion instead, saved away by Pats Plats. So far, 73% of the fan vote has gone the way of Pats Plats, and I assume it might continue that way. We'll have to see how it goes. We've got a new subscriber, so I want to thank our newest subscriber, Velocity Hornet. Thank you very much for subscribing. We're up to 591. Reminder, folks, if you're enjoying the content, if you want to see more show match streams, consider subscribing. I stream every Saturday and every Thursday, and absolutely love to have you show up in featured streams. Here we go, Declan down the field, puts it over, perhaps one, can't get it past OSG Knight though, and in fact, Mystic now is going to get an opportunity for the save instead to the corner. Shadow has to make a touch. Ginger is there. Dangerous for the side in orange. Explosion. They have to make a save and they can't do it. Edwin will make it 2-0 and Pats Plats are on a roll just a minute into this game. Get in. Ginger Tate hit that like a train. Interesting. It's Ash Assassin for the win. And indeed, so far, Ash Assassin has been playing very well. We'll have to see how he can do for his team. Edwin also playing very well, got that goal for the team in blue. Pats Plats on top so far. That's a miss though from Ginger Tate, and indeed it's going to be a goal from Shadow Form. Puts it over the defender off the miss, and suddenly Explosion are right back into this game. Oh, and let me update the overlay. Sorry about that, folks. Let me reset the series score. Is it indeed a tied series? Pats Plats tied up with Explosion and nearly tied up in this game in terms of goals. If Explosion could score one more, they're going to put things back to a tie game, and it might be here. Edwin misses. Shadow just at the finish, and no! He pops it too high, and a pinch the other way. We'll see the team in blue, Pats Plats, up to a 3-1 lead. 3-1 lead out of nowhere, and suddenly, somehow, some way, Explosion are even in an even worse position. They could have tied the game, now they're down one. We'll have to see how it goes. Folks, I usually don't add people. If I need to, I will, but I'd prefer if you add me on AskPat13 on Epic, same as YouTube. You can add me as a friend on Epic Games. Here we go, an opportunity for Edwin. He puts this one on target, a brilliant save, but all three jumped at it. Now we're going to have to see how they can do on the defensive end. OSG Knight continuing the offensive pressure. Nearly goal there, but can't quite finish it. We got another subscriber. We're up to 592. Thank you, folks, for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. We surpassed our goal for the day. The goal was 590, and we surpassed. I thank you guys so much. We'll have to see how this stream continues here. Shadow Form this series, I mean, trying to get goal number 2 and nearly made it happen, but he couldn't quite finish, and Declan jumped at it, couldn't make contact. That means that Pats Plats have an opportunity to make it 4-1, and Edwin will make it so with a runaway goal. Edwin puts his team up by 3, and with that goal, Pats Plats are in the driver's seat to take this game and start the series off with a bang. Trick Shotters in the chat asking, can I play? Reminder, folks, if you stick around in the chat, you might be able to play later this stream. We're going to be grabbing people from the chat in between matches. Now, I will admit there is a 1v1 lined up after this, but following the 1v1, we will be having another 3v3. So if you stick around, you'll get in to that 3v3. So stick around and you'll get in later on stream. I am an Azine, I am. But this match, for example, is on EU servers. And as you can see, we have 2 NA players, 1 on each team, 4 from EU. So you can be on any server and play, but depending on the majority in that particular game, we'll pick it out and play with whoever's best, you know, whatever servers are best for the players. Tell me if you can, and you'll be there. Trick Shotters, if you can, but I can't guarantee it. Remember, we're not doing guaranteed matchups here. As Mystic gets a goal and makes this one a little more interesting. You know, 2 minutes is more than enough time to get a couple of goals. And Explosion are not putting, you know, they're not been terrible at all. They're playing quite well. And I imagine they can put this game back into control here, especially if they shut down the players on blue. You see players like Edwin, players like Ginger Tate, and you have to imagine they're going to need to do a bit better to hold on to their lead. Well, you know what? Edwin steps right back up and makes it 5-2. So far, 75% of the fan vote going the way of Pat's Plats, and you have to understand why. It makes complete sense. They have been rolling so far in this game, and if it continues, they will indeed be on their way to a series victory. They're going to have to win 2 more games after this, though, so it's not enough to just get this. Yeah, we could hit 600 this stream if we get some more subs. We're 8 away. I don't think we will, but you never know for sure. An opportunity here, but Knight has to make the save. He does. Missed it to the sidewall, though, and it's been interesting. We'll have to see how it goes. Milo the Gamer, you know, folks, I'm really interested. Are you guys just friends with Ash Assassin? How do you know him? He's got a lot of fan support for his first time on stream, but you know what? It makes sense if you guys are his friends here. You're cheering him on. You know, I always love to see people supporting their mates in a series like this. And oh, speaking of the man himself, Ginger Tate can't quite get that save, but thankfully it wasn't on target. It was off target. His team gets the stop, and that's all they need. You know, they just need to be in the goal line, make the other team miss, and he is still contributing to his team's victory. They're up 5-2. He actually scored the very first goal this game, put his team on top, and with it, Pat's Plats are looking to close this series out as quickly as possible, taking game 1. And it's early to call it, but it may be a sweep if they keep things going. Yeah, you know him. Excellent, excellent. As there is another goal, but this time from Shadowform 2K Explosion. You know, the time is ticking, but they're trying to keep themselves in this game, just about in this game, just barely keeping things alive. He's the best silver alive. Well, we'll have to see. You know, maybe this is the battle of the silvers here. We have the Ginger Tate is 1 silver, and on the other side we have, what's his name? Excuse me, we have TDR Declan. So far, in fact, it is Ginger Tate with 2 goals to his name. I thought he had only 1 goal. Nope, 2 goals, an assist, and a save to his name, playing up for his team, and, you know, really contributing to their victory if they get it. 25 seconds until they do so. They just have to hold on a little bit longer, and Team Explosion will be down in this series. We'll have to see what they can do. Do they get a goal here? Ginger Tate trying to make it 6-3. He can't quite do so, but he burns the time away, and the team in orange, Explosions, will not score 2. They will not tie this game, and we will see a lead in the series for Pat's Plats. Not non-reminiscent of the last series. Pat's Plats also took a dominant game 1 and ended up winning that series in a sweep. We'll have to see if this second Pat's Plats team can do the same. They win the game. They keep their hopes up as they go into game 2 1-0 in the lead. Edwin the MVP, but Ginger Tate putting up more than his fair share. 2 goals on 2 shots. That is perfect shooting in addition to an assist and a save. The only save his team needed. And that means that Pat's Plats not only is in the lead, but is winning the battle of the silver. So far, Ginger versus Declan going the way of Ginger Tate. Here we go. Pat's Plats versus Explosion continues here. We're going to have to see what they can do. Edwin, OSG, Knight, and Ginger trying to emerge victorious here. Let's see what they can do. Look at the item shop. I'll look at the item shop after this game. I'll check it out after this game. Here we go, though. An opportunity for Explosion to maybe tie things up. Or not this game, sorry. This series, as Knight says, let's make it a quick one, wanting to keep that sweep potential going as he scores an early goal with an early lead for Pats Platts. The perfect shot-to-goal ratio, indeed, perfect shooting, as I mentioned. And I talked about this when I talked about RLCS. Shooting percentage is an absolute indicator of who is the better team. If you look at that, it really is a great tell as Edwin, an open net finish. And what was this from Explosion? What was this from Explosion? They left the net open. Oh, Declan. Declan not even playing on kickoff. I'm not quite sure what was happening there, as unfortunately that leaves the team down 2 goals now, just 9 seconds in, and we could be looking at a sweep from Pats Platts. It is early, but we could be looking at a sweep for them. We'll have to see how it goes. Whoever gets on Pats Platts is winning these series. That's how it seems so far. Should have got MVP. He was very close to it, but Mystic, the MVP so far for Explosion, not to be outdone, gets himself a goal and keeps this one close. They're just down 1 goal now. They're not out of it yet. Not out of it yet. There aren't any 1v1s in the goal, or are there any 1v1s in the gold rank? Says Mr. FaZe Clan. I'm just going to call you that because you don't have a name. You just have your profile picture. And the question, I have done 1v1s. I don't think I've done a gold 1v1 before. And today, I'm not going to. So in the future, maybe a gold 1v1, but to be honest, not today. Probably not a gold 1v1 today. Maddie has spammed this dragon to help out Ash Assassin. Indeed, maybe it will be. Wait a minute, Maddie, you've been on stream before, right? I'm not mistaken. So if you've played on stream before, were you the one that recommended Ash Assassin play on the stream? As Milo Dragon spamming out the dragon, we've got dragons in the chat for Pats Platts for Ash Assassin. Let's see if it's what they need. They're up a goal, but there's a lot of time for an Explosion comeback. Nearly a chance there from Explosion, saved away by Edwin. Join the Discord, indeed, folks. If you want to get in on show matches like this, be aware of when I'm going live, all that stuff, and, you know, potentially be involved in videos. I make YouTube videos as well. You can check those out after the stream. Join the Discord. I have pinned the Discord. If you join the Discord, that's where to get the most up-to-date information on my stream, to get into show matches, all that good stuff. So you definitely want to check that out. I have pinned the link. It's also in the description. Thanks again, Fooney, one of my moderators. And, you know, speaking of Fooney, he is one of the 2 members of this channel. If you are a member, you get all kinds of fun, exclusive perks. And so, you know, it's not like that yet, but a potential perk I'm planning on adding in the future will be a way to get into the show matches quicker, like a guaranteed access to the show matches if I stream. So if you want to potentially get into the show matches quicker among a myriad of other perks, consider becoming a member of the channel. For as little as $3 a month, you get access to some of those perks, including the emojis. So check it out. All right, have a good one, Fooney. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Welcome, Blue Control. If you stick around in the chat, you can play in a future show match just by staying around on stream. But I'm going to be picking people based on ranks as Edwin makes it 3-1. Pats Platts continue their roll, extend the lead to 2. But yeah, if you stick around the stream, I'll be picking people based on rank. Full disclosure, after this 3v3, there is a 1v1 that is already determined. But there will be more show matches after the 1v1, and if you want to get in those, just stick around the stream. Here we go, an opportunity for Edwin. He puts it to the sidewall. If this is another goal for the side of Pats Platts, you have to imagine Explosion or down and out. Yeah, there's half the game to go, but 4-1 would be a really tough battle to overcome. Meanwhile, if they score goals, like the complete opposite. You're just down 1 goal. The comeback becomes a lot more real. Declan has to make a save, and he does. Here, an opportunity, a shot on target, saved away. Unfortunate there. Anti-bullying ambassador. Well, bullying is bad, so definitely would love to see it if he's against bullying. Oh, you know what? I just realized what that name's probably a reference to, which is not great. In fact, pretty terrible, really. So from now on, I'm just going to call him Ginger or Ash Assassin. Here we go. Declan on the side while trying to put this down the field. It's a chance for Mystic. No save there. Instead, it's a shot the other way. And in fact, Shadow has to make a save on his end. Or sorry, no shot there, and he had to make a save on his end. And indeed it will be. Edwin somehow catches the defense sleeping, gets himself goal number 4 for his team, and it puts Pats Platts in the driver's seat in this series. Driver's seat so far. We'll have to see if they can continue it going. Folks, no interviews today. That slows things down a bit too much for just the regular show matches. But if I ever do another tournament, we will do winners interviews. So if you want to see that. Here we go, an opportunity. Let's see if we can find out what happens here. Folks, no interviews today. I've done interviews in the past, but for tournaments, not for show matches. An opportunity, though. Ginger trying to put it forward. Can't quite do so. Declan in the corner. Shadow form is there, but he can't get a lot done. OSG Knight puts it central. Saved away by Mystic. Mystic actually to the sidewall now. An opportunity with 1:10 to go to win this series. Let's see what he can do. Mystic puts it in. Makes it 4-2. And a dominant performance from Mystic. His team, though, struggling to match his output. And if Explosion have any hope at winning this game, at winning this series, they need to see more than just Mystic. I need Declan to stick up. I need Shadow Form to step up and really just show what they can do here as we continue this this series. Edwin puts it to the sidewall. He will actually get an early read on this ball, puts it down the field, an opportunity to go. No, not quite to be. Well, Milo, if you need the Ash Assassin interview, there is always a chance you can get it in the future, just not today. Nearly a goal from Mystic again. He is carrying this team on his back as a teammate passes it to the opponents. No, Edwin will score, and Pat Spots take a 3-goal lead, but oh, it was off an unfortunate touch from Shadow Form, messing up his teammate. That costs him dearly, as with 33 seconds to go, you have to imagine that's the game, and that will be match point for Pat Spots if they win this game, looking ever more likely. Edwin, here's an opportunity. An early got a shot on target, saved by Shadow Form, but again, it is a struggle for Explosion. Nothing is going their way, and as the time trickles away, this will be another game win for Pat Spots, putting them on the chance of a sweep. 71% of the fan vote voted their way, and it is another goal rockets home from OSG. Now you have to see exactly why. They are scoring goal after goal, opportunity after opportunity, making the most of it as they take this massive 4-goal lead. Also massive in the fan vote. 71% of you voting for Pat Spots. Again, completely understand why. I'm going to slowly end that poll here, folks. As we end this game, we're going to get a new poll going. Is there any chance to avoid a sweep here? Can Explosion win a game? Can they prevent this sweep? Any chance Explosion prevents the sweep? I have started the poll in the chat. Let me know with your vote. And also let me know, you just say stuff in the chat. Do you believe they can prevent the first sweep? Or do you imagine this game's pretty much done and dusted here? Right now, we got 50-50. That will quickly change. A majority of people believing no, it will be a sweep. But let's see how it goes. Mystic, we're getting whooped in front of the whole squad indeed. I think that Explosion has to change their rotations. For better or for worse, Mystic is their best player, and I think the other two should play around him. They need the offense. They can't afford for Mystic to be the defensive wall. They need Mystic scoring the goals. So what they got to do is work their defense around Mystic. Let him take possession of the ball. Let him get the solo plays. They've got to be able to change the way they're rotating around the ball and play better around each other, or they will lose this series. Declan, a chance at a goal, but can't put it on target. Same for Shadow. Struggles for Explosion continue on the offensive front, and it nearly a goal for Mystic. It will be. The only player on Explosion that can finish the job, seemingly, is Mystic as he gets this first goal. But you know what? A lead is a lead. Explosion desperately needed to take the lead in a game, and they finally do so. Maybe that's what they need to turn things around. Maybe this is what it's going to take to put this series in their control, to maybe win a game, put things, back in their favor. And that's exactly what we'll have to see if they can do. Just about 20 seconds off the clock, so much time left to play. And Explosion is going to have to continue on this top form if they want to take home a game or even the series win. Let's go, Plats. We got David among a myriad of other folks cheering on Pat Spots. Well, you know what? Pat Spots struggling here, nearly letting in goal number 2. This has by far been their worst game. They're going to have to change things up if they want to keep things going. Folks, we got another subscriber. Thank you so much to our 593rd subscriber. We are 7 away from 600. You know who's not 7 away from a goal, though? Shadow Form scoring here in 0 seconds. Well, not near 0 seconds, but scoring in very few seconds as he gets the second goal for the side in orange. Explosion suddenly are looking a lot more put together. That's the best offense we've seen all series. Shadowform finally getting goal. Mystic doesn't have to shoulder the burden of this team all by himself. That's it. He's going to have to shoulder the burden of a save here, and he does. He gets his ball to the sidewall. An opportunity. Air dribble down the field. Can he get there? No. Knight will be there, but now it's Shadowform's turn off the ceiling. Double tap potential up the ceiling. No! Shadowform doesn't make contact, and that's going to cost Explosion. And now they're back on the defensive end, and if Mystic's whipping on balls like that, they're going to need to be wary of a shot in their net. Shadowform puts it down off the corner. 3 minutes, 36 seconds on the clock, and he's putting it down the field. The best offensive possessions we've seen from the side in orange. Explosion looking very put together. But all it takes is one goal, one great look for the side of Patsplatz, and they can turn things right around. But no, not to be. Shadowform makes it 3 with a brilliant one here. His second goal of the game. Really, proving exactly what I was talking about. They needed better renditions. They need to play as a team. They finally do so, and Shadowform has unlocked here in Game 3. We were on the chance of a sweep, but things have turned themselves around. Milo in the chat asking, can I play with my team next round? It's a Grand Champ 1, a Diamond 1, and a Diamond 2. Unfortunately, we've already had someone else ask to play as a team, and the answer is that you really have to be in the chat. I'm going to be picking people from the chat, so I can't guarantee that your friends will be able to play, or you for that matter. And the next one is a 1v1, so we've already got a 1v1 lined up after this 3v3. But if you stick around later today and your friends join the chat, there's a chance all 3 of you can play together. He is a Swiftie, by the way, very interesting. There's some nice music out there from Taylor Swift. I do think I like a lot of her older music more than the more recent stuff. Here we go, an opportunity. Shadowform over the defender. He gets it over Asha Sathan himself. Shadowform makes it 4-0, and Patsplatz are struggling here mightily. So far 58% of the fan vote still believes it will be a sweep, but the other 42% are looking justified here, as suddenly Explosion are up 4-0. Their biggest lead of the series, their first lead of the series was this game, and now they have a massive one. Mystic to make it 5, and he gets it in. Ginger can't do anything on the goal line, and that is the largest lead for any team of this series, and who would have ever thought it would be Explosion the one to do it. Dominating in Game 3, they are going to prevent this sweep, and they hope start their road to a potential reverse sweep. Welcome Vincent in the chat, folks. If you want to play, stick around the stream. In between show matches, I'll be picking people to play based on ranks, trying to have an even matchup. So you definitely can play, you just gotta wait around and see. Welcome back, Ashan. How are you doing, folks? Ashan, one of the 2 people subscribed to the stream, and I think, Ashan, our first 2-month, not subscriber, one of our 2 members, the only 2-month member right now. If you wanna, the founding member, the very first member of the channel. If you want to become a member for as little as $3 a month, you get a myriad of perks, one of which will be earlier access to play in these show matches. So check that out. It's I don't have that listed yet, but it will be a perk to come. Here we go, though, an opportunity. Shadowform Mystic is there, trying to put it in. No, saved away. Ginger Tate can't do anything either, and Mystic's going to have to put this down the field. Declan is there. Edwin, oh, he's got an opportunity. Puts it over one. No, Mystic combined. Shadow there for the stop as well. 5-0, the side of Explosion, and they keep the other team out of their net. But only for so long. Edwin finally puts one home. 1:28 to go. Yes, Patsplatz are on the clock, but they are closer to losing in a Brazil than anything else at this point. We'll have to see if anything can change. Daniel Deering says, Explosion have the momentum, and indeed, they have the momentum. Even with that goal, this game's given them a ton of momentum. We'll have to see if they can continue that going on. Great question, Gafar in the chat. I barely have any subs, but I have tons of viewers. Well, I have way more subs than I have viewers, so I don't quite know what you mean, but I do feel it's because I'm providing a great show match stream. If you enjoy this sort of thing, I hope you stick around and check it out. I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words, though, Jafar. Here we go, Declan in the corner. Can't get a lot done. Knight is there, though. Shadowform puts it towards the middle of the field. What can he do? Not a lot. Actually, an opportunity. Flip reset. No, he gets it, but he doesn't make hard enough contact on the ball. And although they can't score another goal, although they don't look like they're going to get a Brazil, it still will be a victory for Explosion. And maybe they do make it 6 here. And Mystic trying to put it in, saved away by Edwin. Again, the Brazil would be mentally devastating to the side in blue Pat's Platts. But it's looking like Pat Platts will be able to get things through. What rank are these guys? Great question in the chat. These are Grand Champ 1, Champ 3, and a Silver 2 on each team. So we got Silvers on each team, we got a Grand Champ on each team, we got a Champ 3 on each team. Very interesting rank matchup. It's kind of wacky, I know, but that's what we got, and it's even, it is fair. The two Silvers, they do look a bit like fish out of the water, but one of them, especially Ginger, has been playing very well and has actually put his mark on this series. But you know who's put more of a mark on this series? That's Edwin. Edwin playing very well. We'll have to see what he can do. Well, I appreciate it, Defar, your champ win. That's great. After this series, we have a 1v1 lined up, but after that, we'll be getting people from the chat. So if you stick around, I'll be grabbing people from the chat then. So you have to stay around, and at that time, I'll draw people. Or I guess it would be more accurate to say you have to be here when I draw, so you don't obviously have to stay. But I'd appreciate you staying and watching. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see how it goes. You love to know here who is Grand Champ. So great question. As Explosion does win that game, forcing game 4. So far, the 62% of you that didn't believe in it, that said no, preventing the sweep, you were incorrect. I will mention Mystic is the Grand Champ 1. Or actually, wait, no. I believe it might be Shadow Form. One of these two. And on the other side, it's Edwin. Those are the Grand Champs. Or actually, no, wait. It might be OSG 9. I don't remember. Anyway. We're going into game number 4 here. A lead. It is Shadow Form. Shadow Form Grand Champ 1. And probably Edwin. I don't remember. But we have a lead here for Pat's Platts. They're still on match point. They're still up 2 games in the series, but it's far from over. This series is far from over. Another question in the chat. Am I doing another Lethal Company stream anytime soon? So, probably, but it's hard to say for sure, Sean. I won't know until I do it. Sorry about that. Defar and Lane Norix. Folks, this is a best of 5, so it's not individual games. It's actually a series. You have to win 3 games to win the series, and this one's not over. So I'm not grabbing new people just yet. This series is not over. We're actually waiting on Edwin to ready up. I'm not quite sure why he took so long. But as we get into this next game, Pat's Platts still lead 2 games to 1. Explosion, they're going to have to win 2 more in a row. 3 total, that would be, to win the series. Unfortunately, Declan and Edwin nowhere to be seen. I'm not quite sure what's up with Edwin not joining his party. You'll be Team Sloth Esports. Your champ 2. Well, unfortunately, like I said, this game's happening, but yeah, we're gonna have to restart. Let's get into this next game, folks. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to remake because of that. But yeah, one of the players, unfortunately, not ready for whatever reason to start. Quite sure what's up with Edwin. Edwin should not, Edwin yelling at his monitor. He might be. I'm not quite sure why he was not joining, but let's get into the next one here. Unfortunately, Ginger and Edwin still in the last game, but once they're out here, folks, we're going to be getting into the very next game of the series. Oh, it looks like Edwin did crash as I'm kicking him, and unfortunately, he is not leaving. So I think we're going to have to remake the lobby to get Edwin back in. I think so. Folks, do we have a Champ 1 in the chat? Welcome, Rocket League free credits. You want to join, folks? Well, we're going to get people into another show match, but unfortunately, we actually do need a Champ 1 or sorry, Champ 3 or Grand Champ 1 player. If you are Champ 3, Grand Champ 1 in the chat, and you want to fill in as a sub, let me know, because we need a sub in this series. So, Defar on YouTube, sorry, I meant to be clear, it's Grand Champ 1, I feel bad. So, Matty is, what's your in-game name, Matty is? Or are you Matty is in the game? It's Matty is. Let's get Matty is in here. Alright, Matty is will sub. Let's go. Oh man, I can't kick Edwin. Gotta remake the party, so remind myself it's Mattias, Declan, Mystic, Ginger, Knight, and Shadow Form. I'm totally gonna forget that. OSG Knight. Well, let's get things going here. So we've got... I've got to add all these people again. It's Mattias, that's one. I've got to add... OSG Knight, I've got to add No Please. I've got to add Shadow Form. I've got to add Declan. I've got to add... Who are we missing? Who are we missing? I've invited all the people I needed to invite, I thought. Folks, if you've got an invite from me, please do accept it. Who are you missing? So Mystic, but what's your in-game name, Mystic? It's something else. It is... Flaky Boost, sorry about that, Thanks. There we go. So I've added you in, Wyatt, and now we have all 6. Alright, folks, let's get into the next match before we lose too many viewers. We are ready for game number 4. Pats Plats trying to win this series here and now. Explosion trying to get the reverse sweep. We have a sub in, but it's still going to be a fun one. Let's find out, folks, who will emerge victorious here. The clan has to join the correct team. I believe Mystic is on the wrong team. Mystic, you're on the wrong team, right? Or Shadow Form. Shadow Form's on the wrong team. Alright. I don't know. Let's get a remake. Let's remake here. No? One moment, folks. Oh, your explosion. Okay, wait. It's, So, I think someone joined the wrong team. Alright. Alright, folks, sorry about that, but here we are back into the game. Hopefully people join the right teams here. No, please join the wrong team. That's who it is. Okay, here we go. Team Explosion vying their way to what could be a reverse sweep on the other side of things. The side of blue, Pats Plats trying to emerge victorious in the series here. Let's find out who will win this series. Or actually, let's change it up. Can Explosion reverse sweep? Get a reverse sweep. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. I have polled the chat. I think we're on EU servers, and this is best for most of the players in the lobby. So yes, EU servers, but we do both, folks. We do both. This is EU servers right now. Here we go. Welcome back, Amparo. Unfortunately, the next one is going to be a 1v1. We've already got the players lined up for the 1v1, but following the 1v1, we're going to try and get everyone in chat at that time into the lobby. Here we go. Sandra Vital, welcome to the chat. I am not playing anyone if you're saying 1v1 me, but we are having show matches on stream. If you want to play in them, stick around and we'll try and get you guys in the next one. So reminder, there is already a 1v1 with players determined. After that, I'll be grabbing people from the chat. So sorry, Sandra, I'm not doing 1v1s right now. That's what I just said. But anyway, we've got Rocket League free credits also saying they're champ 1. We got Zafar saying they'll do it. Folks, like I said, just stick around and maybe you'll get in to one of the later show matches. Here we go, though. The show match continues as the team Pats Plats tries to march their way to a victory. And you know what? Mystic says, no to Explosion. We want the reverse sweep here. And he gets goal number 1 a minute 20 into this game, hitting it over the defender. And Mattias couldn't get there for the stop. Couldn't quite get there for the save. Indeed, Zine, it will be a best of 5. It will be a best of 5. So, Sandra, someone in the chat might 1v1 you. There's tons of people here that want to play. Thera maybe wants to play a 1v1. Trick Shotter's also here to play. Folks, like I said, we'll get you in as fast as we can, but there is a 1v1 that's been in the works for a bit now is Mystic. Does he pop this over to? Somehow, someway, he does. And Team Explosion are up 2-0. Unbelievable here from Explosion. Got themselves a 2-goal lead. Now a bunch of people want to 1v1. We got Rocket League, Free Credit, Sarah, David, and Sandra. Everybody wants to 1v1, huh? Oh, Mystic makes it 3! Shuts me up as I'm talking to the chat. Mystic with an unbelievable open net off the kickoff. I'm not quite sure who missed that kickoff, but they didn't go for it, and Mystic takes advantage. He takes full advantage of that, puts his team in the lead, and they could be on their way to a reverse sweep. Reminder, folks, if they win this game, we go to Champions Field Game 5. If they drop this game, it will be a 3-1 series win for Pats Platts. So far, 58% of you in the fan vote believe in the reverse sweep. Let me know if you disagree. I know 42% of you do so far. It's going to be an interesting one. It does certainly look like we're at least going to see Champs Field if this game keeps going the way it has so far. You got to 1490 today in 2s. Well, congratulations. Oh, then you trolled back to 1470. Well, that is still quite high. So, congratulations on being so highly ranked, Mr. Rasky. Tell me your Repic Rocket League free credits. DeFars says, can I join the 3s game? We'll try and get you in the next 3s game. I can't. It's not first come, first serve, so I can't guarantee. But I'll try and get everyone that's here into the next one. Like I said, that'll be after a 1v1. So we got this one, then a 1v1. Then we'll be pulling people from the chat. A chance here on the defensive end. And indeed, Pats Platts managed to take the ball away. Now they're going for a counterattack. He gets it over Mystic. Shadow to beat. And no, he can't quite do it. Shadow now the other way. Team Explosion is playing very well. They have leveled up in their gameplay. They might get another goal here. Not to be, but still incredible gameplay. Maddie, as has to be said, playing on the Nomad. A very interesting card choice. The Merc hitbox for Maddie is, I don't know why you would choose to play on a Nomad, but he has done it. The Nom Nom card, the Nom Nom, the decal Nom Nom, the wheels are Nom Nom, the head is Nom Nom. I mean, he's all in on the Nomad Nom Nom there. Action is Matty is. Let's see though if it will come to hurt him or help him, as Mystic nearly double tapping it in for goal number 4. Instead, it is saved away, but Explosion are pressing for that 4th goal. David, same question, Chuck's a reminder, folks. If you want to be in a 3s game on my stream, you gotta wait a bit because we're not gonna have one for a bit. But I will do another one today, so don't go anywhere if you do want to be in that. It'll just be in at least an hour. So we got this show match and then another one to follow. Maybe not a full hour, but like 40, 30, 40 minutes to the next 3v3. Here we go, an opportunity on the other end now. Matty is, it's back in the corner. Shadow was there, but he hits it right to no please. Matty is trying to put his team in, or at least to get a goal, put them into this game. Right now, they're completely out of it. Down 3 with under a minute to go. A goal might revitalize this team. Mystic to make it 4-0, not to be. Ginger, it's his opportunity. Oh, he can't do a lot. Suddenly, somehow, some way, Explosion have turned things around in an explosion of goals. They have put themselves in the driver's seat in this series. I mean, if you asked me a few short minutes ago who is going to be winning this series, I think everyone would have said Pats Platts. But now 62% of you believing in a reverse sweep for Explosion, and it's not hard to see why, is they're up 3-0 with 20 seconds to go. They are playing very well, and to be fair, playing better than Pats Platts. Now, Pats Platts did have a sub. They had to sub out Edwin, put in Mattias, but still, you have to imagine they would have played better this game than to lose by 3 goals and be scoreless at that. So an excellent game from Explosion. If they keep this up, they will win the series, as we only have 1 game to go. Champions Field is here. The Team Explosion has forced us to Champs Field. Keep this series interesting, and we go to the final game. Let the chat, or let the people in game know. Final game on Champs Field. Can I change it from here? Oh, I can. Wait, we don't even need to leave. I didn't know that. Wait, we don't need to leave. No, darn it, folks, we don't need to leave. I just figured that out. Rejoin. Here we go. I figured out how to change it within the match. That's actually going to be very helpful as we move forward doing these show matches. That should save some bit of time. So, are you guys trying to organize a game in the chat? That would be really funny. There's a game going on from chatters, and then there's a game, on stream. But you guys can also, if you have two monitors, watch and play at the same time, although the audio might be a bit confusing. Here we go, though. Game number 5, Champions Field, folks. These two teams have been duking it out. They have gone the distance. Explosion trying to get a reverse sweep. Let's see if they can do it. TDR has to join. I'm not quite sure why he hasn't. Well, Mystic says just run it. Declan joins Explosion, and we will keep this thing alive. I didn't join in because I wasn't sure we'd keep going, but it looks like we will. Somehow, someway, Mystic gets an early lead despite starting with only 2 players. And that wasn't anything with no one not being ready. The team in blue just stood still on the goal line, didn't jump for that ball, and it cost them dearly. They are down 1 goal in Game 5. Not the way you want to start, not 14 seconds in to the final game of the series. Everything is online here, and as I say, and I will say time and time again, this is the game, this is the match. The point in the match where you have to show grit. You have to show determination. You have to prove you're not a one-hit wonder. You are here to win the whole darn thing. And it all starts on Champions Field and will end here as well. Matty is into the corner now. Puts this ball on his hood, rocking the Scarab. Another interesting choice for Matty, as you have to wonder, is he trolling with the Nomad and then Scarab choices? Obviously, he is the highest ranked player on his team, and he needs to play like it, or his team will lose. Edwin was carrying the sign in blue, Pat's Flats. Matty is, that's not the same story. Not the same story at all. We'll have to see how it goes. Explosions walking their way to what could be a reverse sweep, but no, please, says not so certainly. I'm going to make this a tie game. Keep things a bit interesting here as we approach the back 4 minutes of game number 5. We're in a tie game scenario. Either team can win it, but they need to put the team on their back. Each of these 6 players has to be the one to step it up, or they may very well lose this series if they don't put it into their own hands. Shadow Form, speaking of putting it in his own hands, gets the long shot. Shadow from his own net. Unbelievable. How did he score this? He saves the ball and scores it in one fell swoop. Pins it down the field. Matty is the Grand Champ 1. Can't make the save. He had to be the player on his team to step it up and prove his rank. Instead, he concedes a goal in a crucial moment. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, and the team in blue, Pat Splats, they have to score a goal if they want to force an overtime, or Game 5 and the series with it will go the way of Explosion. Nearly another goal, and it will be Shadow Form off the rebound, gets goal number 3, and puts his team 2 goals the better. Explosion on their way to a reverse sweep. 67% of you believe in that reverse sweep, and you are being proven correct as this time continues to trickle down in the final game of the series. Twisted Minds versus Falcon Vibes indeed. You see one team look better the entire series, and then suddenly on the precipice of a sweep, they drop the game and everything crumbles. That's what's happened here for Pat Splats. But we need to see more. We need to see some magic, and Matty has it in his back pocket. Goal number 2. He will not go quietly. Matty is rocking the NRG banner, and he wants to prove why he has the same level of ice as some of those NRG legends. Getting goal number 2, but the job's not done. Pat's Flats, they're still down a goal, and they've got 3 minutes 15 seconds to make the magic happen, turn things around, or they will lose this series. Let's see what they can get done. These are a mix of ranks all the way from Grand Champ 1 to Silver. Nearly a goal there, but it is saved away. Shadow Form off the back board. Can't quite get it. They want to extend their lead. They want that cushion, does Explosion, but they're not going to get it. And they may see a tie game if they're not careful. They save that one away. The cushion, a chance here, but saved by no please. Team Explosion doing everything in their power to turn this series in their favor, to make the reverse sweep a reality. But the side of Pat Splats are trying to do the opposite, to keep it from being their reality, if they do end up losing this series, they're going to want to have fought as hard as they can. And as they're only down 1 goal, they're going to need to do a bit better if they're going to want to feel good about themselves. No, please, a chain dash on the back wall. Will it come to anything? I'm not quite sure. It does put him in a great position, especially as Mattias passes this central. No, please, has to jump for it. No, he can't quite do it. Mattias is there, though. If that's on target, it's a goal. No, he shoots it wide. Mattias needs to do better. 2 minutes remain. No, please, is that the chance? No! Another shot, another miss. The shooting percentage has dipped below 0 for Patsplatz. They are struggling on both ends of the field. Shadowform makes it 4. The 2-goal lead could be the dagger. Explosion, this could be the dagger. This could be the reverse sweep for Explosion. What they needed to make it happen in this final game, you have to mention, was just solid rotations. I know they've gotten some solo goals here, but their defense has stood strong, stood valiant in the face of Patsplatz, and that's been their secret weapon here. And it might be another goal. Is it missed? It snaps it home. Goal number 5. Explosion have a flurry on the other team's net here. Goal after goal, they extend their lead and improve their odds of completing what would be the first reverse sweep of the day, and an excellent one at that, fighting back from a losing position to get into this series. Well, thanks for watching, Umpire. I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you watching. And Blue, we'll try and get you in a later one, as there is a goal from Shadow to make it 6. Explosion is rolling right now. They cannot be stopped. You know, you like to think the other team wants to get the saves, but it's almost like they want to see the goal explosions from the side of Explosion time and time again. And we have 1:37 here. We need to see some absolute magic from Patsplatz. They need to really change things, like completely change up their play style, or they will lose. And you know what? Goal number 7, the way goes the way of Shadowform, and indeed, it looks like an Explosion victory and a reverse sweep win here on stream. But yeah, folks, next up is a 1v1. We'll try and get you in after that, but you're not going to be able to play right after this because we have a 1v1 next up. Chance here, Shadowform trying to put it down the field. Can't quite do so. Instead, Mystic can't do a lot either. Ginger Tate, not much to be done there either. Mattias putting this down the field. Mystic is there. It's off the ceiling. What can he do? Not a lot. Mystic there for the shot, puts it middle. Shadowform, no, Shadowform can't put the dagger, but they don't really need it. They're still up 5 goals with just about a minute to play here. There, I appreciated the chat, but I would focus on the game. It's not quite over just yet. No, please, rides it up the wall. A chance at a solo play here. Air dribble just to put this in the net. Flip reset. No, it's off target. And as there's only 45 seconds remaining, that's going to be the game. Explosion. Make the magic happen. Get the reverse sweep. And get the ultimate victory here as we enter the final 35 seconds. A hard-fought one, to be sure. But Patsplatz did their best, and it wasn't enough. They get 2 game wins, but they lose the following 3 after a substitution of one of their players, and that is ultimately what kind of got them all out of sorts. I think it took them a while to figure out how to play around their new Grand Champ instead. Or wait, no, the Swubman was on the other side of the field, wasn't it? No, it was on their side. Yeah, they struggled with that substitution, and it did cost them dearly here. Team Explosion ultimately wins this game 7-2, unless we have a garbage time goal here. And they win the series 3-2 as well. Congratulations, Team Explosion, on an excellent, hard-fought victory. And also thank you to all 6 players for playing. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. It was an absolute blast casting that series. What a fun one, folks. What a fun one. All right, next up, we're going to have some 1v1 action. It will be Mr. Sear versus Hussein. It's going to be a lot of fun. Indeed, Fooney, indeed. Wait, Fooney, I thought you were heading out for the night, but indeed, it will be Fooney versus Sear. Going to be a lot of fun. Let's get them in here, folks. Whoa, a bunch of you have been inviting me to a party. I'm not going to be joining those. Let's get the 2 players in here. We got Famin versus Sear. Sear, what is your in-game name? I don't see you online. What a comeback.
And I want to remind folks, that's in part because of the substitution. So I saw some complaints in the chat about rank differential from Sarah. And I want to mention that Edwin was definitely the highest ranked player. So in part, that's why you had a champ 3 and only one Grand Champ 1. Is you had the overall #1 player. And I think he really proved that. Edwin was proving that throughout the first 2 games. Losing Edwin was where you guys lost. It wasn't the original composition of teams was the problem. Here we go, though. Blue wants to be my friend. We'll get more friends, but reminder, folks, we're doing a 1v1 next up. Do we do it for the title of best 1v1 player in the channel server? That's up to you guys. If you guys agree that that's what you're playing for, then sure. Here we go. We're going to be getting into the 1v1 here very shortly. Are they both in? They are... It's just chill. Is that you, Seer? Let me get... What? Let's get these players set up here. It's going to be a 1v1 for all the ages. Hussein versus Seer. Actually, we're going to call him Famid versus Seer. We'll do just chill. KSA versus Spain. Interesting, interesting. Let's get the flags up here. We'll be getting into the show match in just a moment, folks. It's going to be our player Just Chill representing Spain versus Famid representing Saudi Arabia. It's going to be an absolute blast of a show match. And if you just stick around a few moments, we're going to be getting it started. All right, here we go. We got the Spanish flag ready. Let's get the KSA flag as well. All right. Here we go, folks. It is Famid versus Just Chill getting started momentarily here. Best of 5. We're going to be getting started in just a few moments here. Famid versus Just Chill. Let's do Just Chill with one eye. Alright, here we go. Let's get off of Champions Field, though. Let's go to Manfield Night. Reminder, if you want to play on a different map, just let me know in the chat when you're getting into it. A freestyle 1v1. Well, we're not going to do a freestyle 1v1 today. That would have to be a stream of its own. I do competitive show matches most of the time. Here we go, though, folks. Famid versus Just Chill. An absolutely incredible matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rocket League, free credits. Got to go. You streaming anytime today. I'm streaming today until about another 2 hours, and that will be that's the end of the stream. Oh, you're going to show up as Seer. I see. Yep. Let's reset it. Let me check the item shop. Someone wanted to see the item shop. Snow Glow and Jack Skeleton. Very nice. I'm not going to buy into that. Oh, I don't know if that's a safe song to play. Here we go, though. Let's get a the team name changed a bit. So it's Seer with the 9, right? S9R, or wait. 9 EER. 9 EE. Sounds good. 9 EER. Here we go, folks. It's going to be absolute blast. Famid versus Seer. Let's find out who will emerge victorious here in this 1v1 show match. We got Seer representing Spain, Famid representing Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Let's find out who emerges victorious here. I'm gonna also get a poll going. Who will win the series? Is it Famid or is it Seer? Let me know your thoughts with a vote in the fan poll. Trick Shotters in after this? Yeah, Trick Shotters. I know it's gonna be 3v3. I think I mentioned this all last game. We had a 1v1 following, and then it would be a 3v3. I don't know if you missed it, but I did say that this is the 1v1, then we're going to have a 3v3, and we're going to get as many people in the chat as possible. Here we go, a goal from Famid, starting us off strong here with a 1-0 lead in game number 1. Very small lead in terms of 1v1 action, but there's going to be a chance here. We're going to stream tomorrow. Oh, yeah, no self-promo, folks. No self-promo allowed. Please, just refrain. Here we go, an opportunity from mid will get it done. 2 goals the better now. We'll have to see if Seer can get anything done. Wait, now I'm confused. He is still showing up as Just Chill in the game. Whatever. I wanted the name to match, but we'll call him Seer. It's fine, it's fine. Here we go though, folks. Let's find out what can happen here. Can I 1v1 someone in Scottish servers? I don't know, Scott. What do you mean Scottish servers? I just picked EU or NA. Here we go, though. A chance for Famid. In fact, he will hop it over. Just Chill, and Just Chill's going to own goal. Seer putting it in his own net. Famid racing to it. He didn't even need to. Just his opponent did all the hard work for him. I know, Funi, he asked me to make it say Seer, but his in-game name I thought was going to match that. That's my whole idea. He's matching it up, and I wouldn't have changed it if I had known it was going to remain Just Chill in the game. He's got to match what's in the game. Well, that's fine. We'll just for this one time, we'll do it this way. Can we do US East? You know what? Maybe since we've done a bunch of European matchups, we'll do a US East matchup next. That sounds fair. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Seer maybe getting a goal finally, and yes it is. Seer pops one home, gets the goal, and Famid still has the lead, but might have a bit of a struggle here, as now they're only at 2 goals in this game. Famid winning, actually not winning, 50-50 the fan vote. Both players having strong contingent of supporters. We'll have to see who will emerge victorious, both in the series and in the fan vote. Right now it's tied. I have to see how it goes. Famid getting bumped up with Seer. They're running into each other, wasting a lot of time here. We'll have to see what they can do. Just Chill. Seer, I need to call him. Pops that one home, and it is true. Famid can't get back for the stop. He gave too much space to the offensive player, and Seer takes advantage. Cuts the lead to just 1. Yeah, a couple players usually have to play on high ping to far, but we try and make it as fair as possible in terms of ping and balance in that way as well. We'll have to see how this one goes. I appreciate it, Trick Shotters. I really do appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. Is this the goal for Seer? It is! Tie game off of Seer off this kickoff goal. He makes us tied at 3 apiece, and Famid suddenly starts crumbling to pieces here, kind of out of nowhere. It's completely twisted this game around, turned this series around. I want to mention we got another subscriber, so we're up to 594. Thank you to everyone that subscribed. I really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more and you haven't, please do consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. For all my subscribers that are in the chat, I appreciate you. You guys are the lifeblood of the stream. Thank you for subscribing and sticking around the channel. I really do appreciate it. Here we go. An opportunity for both players. Famid, it's his turn down the other end of the field. He raced to it, and he doesn't get there. He gets beat to the ball by Just Chill. Seer now, I should call him. It's his opportunity here. He pops it over, but no. Famid is there with the stop, and it might be an open net if he's quick enough about it, and he is. Flicks that one home, and Famid gets the lead back 4-3. 4-3, you have to imagine why. When you become a big YouTuber, will you remember me? Well, I appreciate it, Trick Shotters. I don't know if I'll become a big YouTuber one day, but I'd like to imagine I remember a lot of my, long time original viewers. So if you stick around the channel, I'll get to know you a bit better. I remember you from last stream, obviously, but I believe last stream was your first stream, if I'm not mistaken. So, stick around, check out the Discord. Link is in the description. That's one way to talk to me more frequently. I don't talk on there all the time, but the people that are in there will let you know. I certainly do see chats and every so often respond to them. People chat about all sorts of things in there. Well, I really do appreciate it, Trick Stars. Thank you very much for the kind words. Interestingly, I got a comment on one of my recent videos about getting a better microphone. I think that'll help. It's not, the most important thing. I think the content is more important than anything. Oh, as we get a nice goal from Seer, tying this right back up. Every moment we've seen that Famid looks like, oh yeah, this is where Hussein unlocks. This is where Famid puts the series away, puts the game away, I should say. Somehow, some way, Seer is fighting back each and every time. We have a tie game with 2 minutes to go. But, what I was saying is, the microphone will help me appeal to a wider audience if I had a better quality microphone. but that's a bit away. I gotta save up for that. If you want to help me save up for higher quality microphone, consider becoming a member of the channel. We have 2 members right now. You get a bunch of perks. One of the perks will be, I will change this, a way to get quicker or more guaranteed access to play on stream. And if you're interested in that, check it out. The link is in the description to become a member of my channel. A nice goal there from Mid, and he is right back into the lead. He races down the pitch. Just Chill Seer tried to get a goal, and that's kind of the opportunity cost. If you go for a risky goal and you miss, you could leave your net open, and that's exactly what happened there. Seer went for the shot, missed it, and it cost him. You've got to be balancing the opportunity cost of each shot you take. In a shot like this, you can race back for a save, and Just Chill will score there and tie things back at 5 a pop. But you got to balance it. For every great shot opportunity, there's one that may, have a good chance of scoring. But if the risk is too high that you miss it, you get scored on, maybe you don't take that shot. It's a balance. You've got to be adjusting it the more you play Rocket League. User depart pass the same as the user. What do you mean? A green screen? Actually, I am going to get a green screen. That's something I'm getting soon. I'd be interested in getting another goal from Just Chill. Somehow, some way, Seer is in the lead in all this. Mid has so far only ever been in the lead or tied, but he puts that ball to the sideball. Seer reads it perfectly. We have a first lead of the series, of the game, from Seer. If he keeps this up, he will take game 1 and start the series off on the best possible foot. Great question in the chat. Welcome, Rebecca Sari. These are not pro players, but these are both grand champs. Not pros in the slightest, but they're grand champs. If you know of any pros, I would love to have pros on stream as we get another goal from Just Chill, making it 7-5. Brilliance from Just Chill. Seer really putting on the work here to get a huge lead in this game. 2 goals, maybe not huge, but with a minute to go in 1v1 scenario where you're the underdog, Seer doing a great job to represent not only himself, but his country in Spain. But Famid says, hold up, we're not done just yet. Getting goal number 6 and keeping himself in his own country, for that matter, Saudi Arabia, in the running here to win game number 1. No matter who wins this game, the series is far from over. It is a best of 5. You got to win 3 games to win this series, but it would be nice to start off with a game 1 victory. You have an SSL on your account, but he won't play with you. You might be able to get high GC on, but you don't know. Well, I don't know what you quite mean by that. You should only have 1 person per account, but if you want to play in the future so much, stick around the stream. Later today, we'll be having viewers play a 3v3. After this is Just Chill get goal number 8. 41 seconds left on the clock. A 2-goal lead has been returned for Seer, and if Seer can finish the job, keep it running, they will win this game. Famid, surprising to me and probably a lot of chatters, Famid struggling. The fan vote even reflecting that. Somehow, Seer has 58% of the fan vote. I can't believe it. A huge lead for Seer. We'll have to see how they do. Welcome, Space Beast, you're a pro noob. So, I like that. I have definitely been a pro noob in the past. I don't know if I'm a pro noob now. What rank are you, Space Beast? Welcome to the stream, by the way. I hope you're enjoying. The person whose name is in Russian, this is not Sideswipe. This is regular Rocket League. Sorry about that. Oh, we get a goal from Just Chill. Seer makes it 9-6, solidifying a victory in game number 1. And what a better way to put the dagger in than a nice goal bumping away from it. And a huge win here for Seer. I think this is a huge momentum shift. Famid, the favorite, coming in suddenly, somehow, some way, is dropping a game. There's a real chance here for Seer to take the lead in this series and turn that into what could be a series win. I don't quite know what's happening. Whoever's named in Russian, I'm really sorry. I don't know if you're speaking English quite the right way. Wait. Just Chill left. Hopefully they rejoin. I'm assuming they're car changing. Here we go. Just Chill is going to win, says Blue. Or Bool. Is it Blue? I've been saying Blue. Is it Bool? Bool Control? I'm not quite sure. Either way though, folks, Seer is back into things. We got... I don't know where Famid went. He's your friend on your account. But that's what I mean is, Rebecca, you shouldn't have friends playing on the same account. That's a no-no for Rocket League. So just letting you know that breaks terms of service, and I highly recommend you don't do that. The Russian, Sean, I just muted the Russian. I think it is a bot. Here we go, though. Famid versus your game number 2. Famid, an opportunity here to get right back into the series. On the other hand, Seer, if they win this game, they could be on their way to a sweep. That would be a shocker of all shockers. And Seer says, I want to shock the world. Getting goal number 1, starting off game 2 with the lead 4 seconds in. Unbelievably here, somehow, someway, Seer is making things happen, making the magic happen. You haven't added... Oh, I got you, Rebecca. I think I misunderstood. You have a friend that you're friends with on your account. Like, that you've added him as a friend. That's higher. I got you. No worries, Rebecca. No worries. Space Beast says, I have no idea. Probably the lowest. Well, Space Beast, not this time around, but if you want to play... You haven't played in a while. Ah, I see. No worries. If you ever want to play in a show match, consider reinstalling. I will be blunt, though. I try to make them even. And if you are like a silver player or a bronze player, it can be hard to get you into show match. I'm just going to be blunt. Not a lot of low-ranked players to, pair you up with or against. Here we go, though. Famid, an opportunity. Can't quite get the stop there. Vincent, I believe you did. I don't know if I've added you back because I'm not really looking. But after this 1v1, we'll try and make sure you get into the next 3v3 show match. Here we go. An opportunity. Surprisingly, it's been about a minute now with no goals from either side. Famid and Seer have both had their chances. Here, a good look for Famid as it is. And Seer positioned a bit too far back post. It is the right idea to be back post, but if you're too far back post, as Seer was, you don't get anything done. And indeed, Seer jumping too early, not close enough to the net, and it costs him as Famid ties this game right back up. We are tied at 1-1. It could go either way. I think that the favorite remains Famid, but Seer is making us realize why they have a real shot at winning this series with every moment that passes. And another goal for Seer it is. No! Seer, the open net miss, and it might be a goal the other way. Is it? It is. Famid will score off the huge whip from Seer, and it's a lead for Famid. 3 minutes, 34 seconds remain on the clock, and Seer's going to have to make up for that mistake. Hey, Sean, you are correct. These are grand champs. I think the champ 3 and 1v1 rank. High-ranked players, and they are lifting quite a bit for this rank. I think it's a lot of pressure. They're playing for the quote-unquote best 1v1 player on the server, and Seer says, I want that title to be mine, tying this game right back up. They make a mistake, they get pushed down, they get right back up. Seer does not stay on the ground. They stand back up and look defiantly at Famid's way and say, you're going to have to do better than that if you want to put me down. Here we go, 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, 27 more like it. And Seer is going to have to do a bit more, though. The game may be tied, but you can't win from a tie game. You've got to take the lead. Famid looks to do that himself as he races the other way. He will do it. 3-2, a lead for Famid. Welcome back, Eagle. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking the stream. By the way, folks, if you're watching and you're enjoying the stream, like it. If you're a subscriber, that's one way you can help me out every time you check up on the stream. Like it. That's why we get so many new viewers, which I really love, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for making that happen, in part because you guys come watch and like the stream, so I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Here we go, though. Famid versus Seer into the final 3 minutes here. A lot can happen. Famid could win this game, tie us up, and send us to at least a game 4. On the other hand, Seer is not far behind. It's just a 1-goal deficit. If they win this game, which they nearly get a goal there to tie things up, if they win this game, they're on match point. Seer on 2-0 match point against Famid. Unthinkable, inconceivable. But that might be where we're headed. Famid, though, has other ideas, getting goal number 4, advancing his lead to 2. You can't stay because your car broke. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Eagle. I'm sorry your car broke down. I hope you get it fixed up nice and simple. Do you have like AAA, roadside, any of that stuff? Hopefully you don't have to pay for a tow. I hope it's all better, Eagle, or I hope your car, fixes up and it's not too expensive. you'll try to make the next one. No worries, Eagle. Like I said, I hope your car gets fixed and I hope you stay safe. You know, drive safely. Here we go. Rebecca also in the chat saying, you're really innovative streamer. Not many people can come up with the ideas to have some matches with non-pro players. Well, I appreciate it, Rebecca. I'm probably not the first person to do this, but as Famid gets it 5-2, another night's goal, I definitely, there's not a lot of streamers on YouTube doing this. I think it's a pretty scarce thing on YouTube, and I guess I'm taking advantage of that, trying to fill I think there's a desire for people that want to watch this stuff, and I'm providing it. So if you enjoy it, stick around. I hope you do. I unfortunately only stream twice a week. I wish I could do more. Maybe I will in the future, but for now it's Thursdays and Saturdays, and you can check it out. Kane, epic make the worst decisions ever. Indeed, Kane, I assume you're talking about the age to 13. Folks, if you watch RLCS, there was a massive announcement. I made a video about it. You can check out the video after the stream or now if you want to. But basically, yeah, Epic has lowered the age of RLCS to 13 years old. And that is too young. That is way too young. We'll have to see how it goes. I have trust issues said, I'm back, Pat. I just came back from RL. You met the nicest 7-year-old who's cracked at the game. 7 years old, man. Why are the young kids all great at this game? I don't understand it. So, some of the really young kids are going to be pros one day or are really cracked at this game. But, well, it's good to hear, trust issues, that you had a great time playing. Eagle says, thanks, man. You think it's just a heater hose. Gotcha. Hopefully it is a cheap fix. Here we go. Famid trying to double it in. No. Seer is there for the stop in. I've been distracted by the chat. Famid has taken a 3-goal lead while I was distracted. His biggest lead of the series, and it could be the one that sees him tied up 1 game. Peace, watch to see how it goes. Another thing in the chat, Space Beast says, what is the best way to get better? Great question, Space Beast. I think the best way to get better is just play the game, especially if you're a low rank. Play the game and don't just play ranked. Be willing to play free play. Just mess around with the ball. The way you get better is time on the ball. Like this, for example, Famid, this is time on the ball. He's touching it, he's doing it. 1v1s give you a ton of ball time as Seer will dunk it over the defender, making it a 2-goal deficit. There's 40 seconds, not a lot of time to work with, but there's a chance Seer makes a comeback. We'll have to see what they can do. But yeah, basically the more time you get practicing with the ball, the better. And 3v3 is not a great way to get a bunch of ball time. So play 1v1s, play 2v2s, and play in free play to get more ball time and just, you know, practice. Practice makes perfect. Here we go. I have trust issue says train and free play. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said the same thing. Train and free play. 7 years old in Gold 3. Well, you know, that's still pretty low for, but at 7, I'm sure they'll get a lot better by the time their RLCS age is Famid. A nice save and a necessary one. If Seer had scored that, they would have only been down 1 goal with like about 10 seconds to play. Instead, they're down 2, and the time is trickling away. Famid will win this game, although maybe I'm speaking too soon. Double tap for Seer. Does he get it with time? He does! Seer scores with 1 second on the clock. 1 second, that could be all he needs. We'll have to see. It's going to take a miracle, but wait a second, there's still a chance. Still a chance here. How old do you have to be for RLCS? It used to be 15, it is now 13. You have to, they changed the age. It used to be 15, they have lowered it to 13 years old, which is too low in my opinion. I break it down in a video, but it's going to be bad for the scene because people are pretty immature. But here we go. Seer had a chance there in the final moment, couldn't quite get it done, and we emerge, you know, a win for Famid, and that means we're tied up, folks. The next game will not be the final one. We're going to game 3. The winner of this will put themselves on match point, though. Let's see, who will it be? Will it be Seer? Will it be Famid? Could go either way. Let's find out. Seer versus Famid, that could go either way. Pat, you can now play in the RLCS, but it will interrupt your education. Well, okay, that is exactly. So when you're 13 years old, you really should be focusing on school. I already thought 15 was too young, but a middle schooler should not be focusing on professional rugby, even if you were good enough. I'm just going to be blunt. As Famid gets a nice goal, 1-0 for Famid, a nice start. It's just too young. Like, you got to remind yourselves how many bad stories emerge from child actors. Like, if I'm going to be blunt, when you're that young, it's not your money. anything you make, it goes to your parents. And the unfortunate reality is, although there's tons of great parents out there, I have great parents, there are bad parents out there that take advantage of their children. And if you have 13-year-olds playing in a pro RLCS, there's gonna be, eventually, there will be a 13-year-old that gets all their money basically stolen by their parents. They won't see a dime of it, and they'll have done all that stress, all that pressure, then an entire potential career, and they won't see anything from it. And that's just, it's not healthy for the scene. It's not healthy for the players themselves. I mean, they have social lives, school, activities, after-school activities. None of that's going to be possible if you're playing Pro RL. It's going to be straight from school to practicing Rocket League, and that is not healthy. It's not healthy at 15, to be frank. It's especially not healthy at 13. But enough about that. If you want to see more, check out the video. I posted a video just yesterday, so it's my most recent video here, as Seer is going to get a runaway goal, tie things up again. I've been distracted in the chat, but Seer makes it even, one apiece, just a minute off the clock. It's been a close series. You need to be good enough. I'm going to be there. There's already 13-year-olds that look like they may be good enough. Especially like 13, 14, there will be eventually some pros at that age. I think Scribbles is the big one. In North America, there's an up-and-coming pro named Scribbles, and he's not quite Zen. He's not. But he is improving at the same rate Zen was at his age. Because remember, Zen joined the RLCS at 16. Scribbles is 13. He might be able to make a main event in North America at 13. At 14, he's probably going to be making land. By the time he turns 15, he may very well be a world champion, and it's going to be a completely different progression than, to be blunt, it should have been. You know, he's going to be thrust into the limelight a lot earlier than he otherwise would have been. I don't even think you can stream on Twitch at 13, right? I mean, you're not old enough to, like, do these things, but you can play in Pro Rocket League. It's pretty crazy, Here we go, though. I've talked enough about that. A chance here on the goal line. Fast, up-and-coming North American. I don't know all the up-and-comers. There are a lot of 13-year-old but there are a lot of bubble players that are 13 or 14, and they are all looking for Team as Famid ties things up. We saw a lead from Seer. Now we're right back to a tie game. This time Famid keeping it even as Seer went for boost, and it was a mistake. It cost him. The ball goes in his net. Yeah, basically, the way it's going to work is you have a ton of 13 and 14-year-olds that just now found out they're eligible for next season, and they are all looking for a team. So I imagine most of them will play on a team of full 13-year-olds. I know some people that are RLCS admins, and I'm just going to tell you right now, they are not looking forward to this, because now, no matter what, there are going to be qualifier matches where they have to deal with 13-year-olds in the qualifiers. And as Just Chill gets another goal here, like, there's wider impacts to this. There are a lot of wider impacts. And if they're immature in the qualifiers, you could see all kinds of problems, like the qualifiers take longer than they're supposed to. They're going to run later. So for the actual pros that are making it through the open qualifiers, they may have to go longer in the day if there's all kinds of issues with 13-year-olds, you know, forfeiting matches, not showing up in time. Scrims. If there's a 13-year-old in a scrim, there's already problems with pros being late to scrims. Can you imagine a 13-year-old being late to scrims? They're going to be late a lot. Like, I'm assuming it's not going to be a great fit for most 13-year-olds. Now, I want to be clear, obviously there's exceptions all the time. You know, there could be an exceptionally mature 13-year-old that is ready, but we shouldn't be building rules around the exceptions. We should be building rules around the reality that, like, 99.9% of 13-year-olds are not going to be ready for this. Here we go, though. Famid into the corner. Puts the ball off his backboard. That's enough. I've talked too much about it. If you want to see more, check out that video. Here we go, though. 2 minutes on the clock. Seer is in the lead, but Famid wants to make it a game for him. And again, reminder, the winner of this game will put themselves on match point. It could go either way. It might be Famid. No. Seer gets the save. It might get a counterattack goal. They do. Seer up 4-2. An incredible performance so far. Unbelievable here. We'll have to see how it goes. You just got a free black market? What? Igor, I need to hear more about that. What are you saying? If Fooney says, why did they wait this long to announce? Oh yeah, Fooney. I mean, we don't even need to get into how long they waited to announce the rules change. I don't even want to get into that. They are really poor at communicating. We know who's not poor at goals. Seer nearly getting one there, but it wasn't quite enough. And their defense, they need to be back. They get it. Sear gets it, the save of the century, pinching it off their goal line, but no, it won't be enough. Famid, the counterattack goal. Sear tried their darndest, they did their best, but Famid cuts the lead to 1. That's a trash one. Well, if it's all the same one, then maybe it was a bug. It might be a bug. Whew. The Eagle, yeah, the ego is there indeed. Here we go, though, an opportunity down the way of Famid. He has put himself within 1, and he might well tie this game. He does. Famid ties us at 4 goals apiece, and suddenly there's a chance that we see an overtime in Game 3. Both players on their peak form here. The winner will go on match point. Famid wants that to be him. Sear wants that to be him, but only one of them can make it happen. Let's find out who, folks. We're at 597. We are 3 away from 600. I want to thank the 3 people that just subscribed. I know one of them, because I got notified, was Space Beast. So thank you so much, Space Beast, for thank you for the subscribe. I really do appreciate it. We see another goal here from Famid. I'm tongue-tied as he scores. Pretty much just a nice air dribble carry over Sear. You know, nice and simple, sweet goal to get him in the lead. And with a minute 15 to go, you don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything complex. You'll take those sweet, simple goals. And Famid, though he might be back to a tie game, he avoids it. He avoids it with the demo. Sear, an opportunity squandered. You know, it's taken away by the demo from Famid, and in fact, might be a 2-goal lead. No, saved by Sear at the last moment. This has been quite a close series. We got just under a minute to go. Sear trying to make things happen, force an overtime, win this game. Famid, if he holds on to the lead, will be on match point. That's 1. No, he can't get the second flip reset. Sear, it cost him the 1 flip reset. Wasn't enough, and Famid will counter 6 goals to 4. Unbelievable here. We'll have to see how it goes. You were looking at decals and then boom, you got a new one. Interesting. Quite an interesting one. The age limit is trash. They already need to focus on school and now RL. Yeah, that's the big problem. So when you're in high school and middle school for that matter, it was never in middle school before. Focusing on high school and Rocket League at the same time is really hard, and it's not something I think that we should be asking 15-year-olds to do. Now you're going to be asking 13 and 14-year-olds to do it, and not just do it. If they want to stay pros, they have to juggle school and Rocket League for, what's it? It's now going to be 6 years, or 5 or 6 years. Can you imagine 5 years in a row of being a pro Rocket League player, which means you have to take off school to travel to LANs, you have to do all your homework, everything, in addition to grinding in Rocket League. Oh, a goal here from Sear it is! Time remains on the clock, but it's just 2 seconds. Sear has to score here, or they will lose this game for the 2nd time in a row, a 1-goal loss, and they will go, and Famid will go into match point. Let's find out what Sear can do here. Do they have any magic in these last 2 seconds? Trick shotters, I already looked at it, but I'll look at it again after this. Famid killing the ball, and he does. Game number 3 goes the way of Famid, his 2nd victory, and he is on now on match point. Match point for the man in blue. Famid, representing Saudi Arabia, puts himself in a position to send this series to a finish. Finish this series off 3-1. Let's find out if he can do it. If he can't, Sear will force a game 5 on Champions Field. Let's find out. So, folks, I already looked at the item shop trick shotters. It was the goal explosion that's like from the night before Christmas, and it was a decal that's like stars. It was interesting, but nothing super special. At least nothing I find super special. Here we go, Famid versus Sear. Game number 4. So much on the line here. Let's find out what they can do. Close game, says Zine, and they have been close games. It's been incredibly close. We'll have to see if it continues to be so. Be careful! Oh, Sear trying to replicate history. For anyone that doesn't know, a famous moment, Fairy Peak said to O'Khaled, be careful, when he was losing, and he ended up winning the series. Famid can't get back to it. Sear looking, like I said, to repeat history after that snide remark of be careful. Famid, dangerous shot, and he couldn't quite get back for the save. Titanium White Reapers. Trick Shutters, I will. It's just after the series, man. I don't want to look at it in the middle of the series. Check it out. Here we go. It's Sear's turn, racing down the field. Maybe a chance here, but Famid on the back line will see it away. Oh, that's a nice catch from Sear. Puts it in the net. Could he do it? No, not quite. Famid will get the save, get the stop, but needs more. He's low on boost. Dangerous position. Sear, if he gets it by him, though, he'll have a free run into that, and he does. Famid ties the game with the counterattack goal. Be careful, Zen moment. Well, it's not a Zen, it's a Fairy Peak moment. That's like a fairy. If Zen ever said that, it's because it's a Fairy Peak moment. Fairy Peak's the one that started that trend, you know. He was the originator of that. Here we go, an opportunity for both players, you know, tied up. Rawas moment. Indeed, indeed. Speaking of Rawas, oh, a nice shot from Famid, makes it 2-1, takes the lead, and with it, potentially takes the series in a 3-1 fashion. Let's see if they can finish the job here in this final 4 minutes of the game. The stream is still on, Invincible. It is indeed still on, yes. Funky says, I'm going to have to grind hard for Reapers then. You just need 100 credits. How do you get 100 credits without buying them? I honestly don't even know. You can't trade anymore. How would you get 100 credits? Oh, Famid! My goodness, makes it 3-1. Do you have a battle pass? That's the only way to get credits from playing if you have a battle pass. Now, because there's no other way to get credits. Rocket pass. Okay, you say duh, but you used to be able to just play the game, get the free rocket pass items, and trade that for credits. Now you can't do that anymore. So I was asking what your method was. Paid rocket pass is definitely a thing, but if you use the paid rocket pass on an item, then you have to buy the rocket pass again. I always save those to buy the rocket pass again. Here we go, though. Sear off the sidewall. It's an opportunity. Put it in the net. Do they get it? They do. Sear, the air dribble. My goodness. Makes it a 1-goal deficit. What is going on with time when you're having a mental breakdown? Yeah, it hasn't been that long, Invincible. It really hasn't been that long. The decal I got is Intrudium. Yeah, interesting. Intrudium. I don't know what that looks like, but interesting. That's an interesting that you got a random decal. I have no idea. This game is so buggy, Igor. It could be any number of things. Here we go. Famid trying to make it 4-2. No! Saved by Sear at the final moment. And it might be a runaway goal. It is. Sear gets it down the other way. Ties this game up with 3 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. We have a close one here. Famid is not going to run away with it that easy. It's not going to be that easy. We'll have to see who can finish the job, who can get the ultimate victory here in this series. Famid or Sear could go either way. It's one of the cheapest black markets because it looks ugly. Cheapest doesn't mean anything because there's no trading anymore. As we get another goal, this time it's Sear again, and he takes the lead with this brilliant one off the kickoff. He gets a nice kickoff win. Famid a really great save, but it wasn't enough. Sear was there for the follow-up tap in, and he gets it done. Welcome back, Dr. D. Welcome back. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you continue to enjoy the stream. Hey, just stick around, just chill. Here's an opportunity. Does he get it over the defender? He does. He gets it over Famid right into the back of the net. 2-goal lead for Sear, trying to force Champs Field. It's decent with the black Fennec on, and you put the right colors on it. Not gonna lie. Well, I think a lot of decals look nice, so sure thing, it could look quite good. I don't know what that one is, so I have to look at it up to decide if I liked it myself. And a lot of decals are, personal preference. Speaking of personal preference, it would be Famid's personal preference to get another goal here. Instead, he can't quite do it. He left an open net, but Sear does not finish the job, and now Famid gets a chance at a long air dribble carry. Flip reset potential, he gets it over the defender, but there was enough of a contact to save it away. Famid decides to stay grounded for that possession. Here, another opportunity. He flicks it over one, gets it in, top bar down. Famid makes it a 1-goal deficit and keeps this series in his hands. There's a chance now for Famid to cut the lead, tie the game, and potentially win the series 3-1. Let's find out. David, I believe there's a lot less people in the chat now, so you probably can. I do believe you'll be able to get into the 3v3, David. You're doing good. I'm doing great, Dr. D. It's been a fun stream. Famid having some fun himself as he ties this game up. Half the game to go. We have a tie game. 5 goals apiece. We're on pace for double digits if this continues. My voice is going though. It's been a long, it hasn't been an especially long stream. I've done longer, but I've been really going at it this one. I've been trying to get into the, the emotion of the series, And they've been a lot of good ones, I don't think we've had any terrible matches. We had one sweep. Past Platts did quite good. Ball mid. It's a chance at a goal to take the lead. No, he can't do it. Saved away by Seer, but no Seer. The Seer, he got the save, but then he misses a flip. He backflips, and it costs him. Famid sees the backflip in action, takes advantage of it. The recovery not quite right, and it leads to a one goal lead for Famid. 2 minutes 13 on the clock. One goal's probably not going to cut it. We know Seer has that scoring potential in him. What can Famid do to secure his victory? Or will Seer put things back at tied? There's a chance. Saved by Famid. Another shot. Just one off target. Welcome, Mr. L. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub, Mr. L. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We're doing viewer show matches. If you want to play in one, check it out. Stick around the stream. And you might get in the next one, Famid. Wasting time, Famid. That should have been a goal. What are you doing, Famid? No! He wastes the time, but he doesn't do it in a proper way, and it costs him. He still has the lead, but Seer can tie this game, and Seer very well might do it here. Do they? No! A save for Famid. Keeps the goal. The lead at 1, but no. Can he get another goal? He does. Ultimately, it is a 7-5 lead for Famid, but he made that way harder than it had to be. Way harder. Mr. L, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate it, Mr. L. And then Deep Bars says, no one, you're number 1 on the list, folks. It's not a list. We're not doing first come, first serve, but we will grab people based on their ranks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome, Bobby C. Welcome to the chat. Can you play in a match? Yes, folks. So after this, there will be a 3v3, and this 1v1 is nearly over. Famid could win it here, making it 8-5. The series could very well end 3-1. In the best 5, you got to win 3 games to win the series, but Famid is well on his way to that. He might win it out here. But yeah, if you want to play in the next 3v3, just stick around. I can't guarantee you'll be in it because it's not first come, first serve, but I can guarantee you will be in the drawing. Folks, I think it's time. I usually let people know the last stream of the day will be a random drawing to make sure everyone at least had a chance and it wasn't me picking. So this last one will be on a wheel. So if you want to stick around, your name will get on the wheel for the last matchup of the day. Famid makes it 9-5, and it is looking like this one will be over. Like we just have one more game to play. Well, thank you, Mr. L. I appreciate it. You're amazing as well. You know what that reminds me of? The, what's his name? Oh, that actor. Keanu Reeves. Someone in the audience, he was at a live event, says, "You're beautiful." And he says, "No, you're beautiful. You're all beautiful." So you guys, same thing here. You guys are all amazing. I really do appreciate the support as we continue this show match. And again, it is looking over. Seer played so well in so many games, but the last 2 they lost. Seer lost it. He lost each game by 1 goal. This game gonna be his worst loss of the series, and unfortunately, it will be the end of the line unless he makes a massive 4-goal comeback in 40 seconds. Seer, what do you got in the tank? You've got to show us here. This is goal number 1. It is. Seer puts one in, and with 36 seconds to go, it isn't quite over. There is a chance, a slim one, but there's a chance for Seer. Folks, everyone in the chat, including Totally Not Frosty, you can join the next one, but you have to stick around. We're going to do a random draw to find out the players in the last best of 5 3v3. So if you want to play in the next one, you're going to have to stick around. Trick shotters, unfortunately, yeah, I feel bad, but I did mention there's no, we're not doing first come, first serve anymore. Now it's just Chill gets that one in, 9-7. We're going to have to see, if Famid can do anything. I mean, Seer is making a comeback, storming into it. There's 30 seconds, and it's just 2 goals. Somehow, some way, Seer fighting back into it. Thank you, Fabi. I do appreciate it, folks. We are 2 away from 600. No, we're over. We're at 601. We got it. Thank you, everybody. We got to 600. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Huge milestone. In fact, we passed it 601. I really do appreciate it. Yes, everyone can join the draw, even if you've played before. You know what? I will say, since Trick Shotters was in from the very first show match, we'll throw you in Trick Shotters, but everybody else will go in the draw, so anyone can get in. Is this the game? It is. Famid, a well-played, hard-fought finish for Just Chill, but it wasn't enough. Famid gets the series victory. Congratulations, Famid, on a hard-fought victory. I want to thank both players. coming on and playing in a 1v1 especially takes a lot of guts. So I want to thank Seer. I want to thank FOMAD for an excellent show match. I really do appreciate each and every person that plays on stream for, you know, putting themselves in the limelight. There's a lot that goes into playing in the limelight like that. And I think it needs to be mentioned that, you know, that takes guts. So I really do appreciate everyone for playing. And if you want to play, here is your opportunity. So I'm going to slowly be adding people to the wheel. Let me give me a moment to switch it over so you guys can see the wheel. Oh yeah, you guys can see it right now. Wow, wait, that was perfect. Okay. So as you guys can see, we've got the wheel going here, and it is going, we're going to need to add people to the list. So who have we got? So we got, first person I see is Defar ZX. There we go. Then we've got Booney. Yeah, we're going to get, so Trickshotters is already in. We're drawing 5 names. X99. We've got Zine. We've got A. Yes, A. We're doing a wheel. We're doing a wheel. Vincent. Mr. L. Igor B. It's going to be random draw. TDR. And you can't, yeah, so some of these people have played before, but it's only fair. That's the way I'm going to be doing it moving forward. Dr. D. Who else? Is there anybody else? If your name's not in this list, let me know. There's 10 people for 5 spots. So you have a 50-50 chance. 50-50. Who are we missing? Frosty. We're missing Frosty. Frosty. Anybody else in the chat? Unfortunately, the odds are going down to each person I had, but I think we grabbed everybody. Let me know if there's anyone missing. I really do appreciate it, Hussein and Seer. Thank you guys for playing, folks. We're doing a spin to get the people in for the last show match of the day. It will be 3. Space Beast. All right, Space Beast. Did you download the game, Space Beast? So this will be, it could potentially be mismatched. We're going to do random matchups, folks. So I did this before and it worked out well. It could work out less well this time. It might be a complete mismatch, but this one's just for fun. So don't feel too bad if you lose this show match. It's going to be random teammates. So you might not, you know, you might be at a big disadvantage. Here we go. Rasky is in as well. Last call. I'm going to in the next minute, I'm going to end it. So if you're not in, I'm going to start drawing names. So this is your last call. If you're listening and you want to play, let me know by putting yourself down in the chat. A few more seconds. We'll wait. Then we'll start spinning the wheel. I got you down, Space Beast. I did. Yep. We have got space for 5 players, and there are 13 entries. So the odds may be a bit against you, but there's certainly a chance. The first 2 names I draw will play with Trickshotters in the chat. He has been around since literally we started the stream, so got to give him a chance. The first show match of the day. Here we go, though. There's a chance for all these people to get in 1 out of 5. Well, Mr. L, you're not quite... you just came in at the end, which is great. I really appreciate you having you here, but it's been almost... How many hours? Let me check. We've been streaming for 3 hours, and Trickshotters been here most of the time. All right, David. Let's get David in. All right, David, you're the last one. The minute has came up. David, you're in the list. That is 14 people, folks, and only 5 will get in. Let's spin. The first 2 will be teammates with Trickshotters. So, folks, without any further ado, let's spin the wheel and see who will be playing. I know, Defar, but we had a 2v2 before that, Defar. I'm sorry. Here we go, though. You might get in. You got a chance. You got a chance here. Zine will be the first player. So, Zine, you will be playing with Zine will be playing with Mr. Trickshotters. So, let me start jotting this down just for my own awareness. And we're going to remove Zine and spin another time for the final teammate on this first team. Then we'll have 3 more after this. So this is the last person on Team Pat's Platz. We'll do this as Team Pat's Platz. So the last player for Pat's Platz, and then we'll do another team is... It is David, the last person we added. So David, you got in at the right time. You're in to the chat. So we've got David playing on Pat's Platz with Zine and Trickshotter. So congratulations, David and Zine, for getting drawn into the show match. Let's get the next 3. So folks, 3 more names to be drawn. Unfortunately, the odds are against you, but we're gonna keep going here. There's certainly a chance you get drawn. Let's find out. We spin, we slow down. Could it be Dr. D? No, it's Frosty. If the wheel ends there, it will be Frosty. Congratulations, Frosty, the first person on Team Explosion. Let me know if you don't like these names. I randomly picked teams that are better than No, it's better than blue versus orange. Versus Frosty, we remove that. We get 2 more names to be drawn, folks. 2 more chances. Let's see if it finds out who will be the last 2 to play in this final show match. A chance. Is it Space Beast? No, Rasky. Unfortunately, it is for the rest of you, I mean. But fortunately for Rasky, Rasky will be in, congratulations, Rasky, into this show match with Frosty. I think that Rasky's team's gonna win. Probably the highest ranked player, but you know what? We'll find out. Here we go, though. 1 last name to be drawn. And we're going to be doing US East for this. Yeah, sorry, folks. I should have mentioned it sooner, but I mentioned it if you were here when I said it. It's going to be US East. Welcome, Stormy Teacup. How are you doing? I hope you're well. You know, mental health break, very important. So I hope you're doing great. Unfortunately, you missed the draw. We're drawing players for this last show match, but you can just watch. Hopefully you enjoy the final show match of the day. Who will be the final player in this show match? Is it Mr. L? No, it's Igor B by the narrowest of margins. Igor B will be the final member of the show match. Congratulations, Igor. And again, sorry, folks, for everyone that didn't get in, but if you guys like the wheel or hate the wheel, either way, let me know, and we might change it up in future streams. Welcome, Christian, to the chat. Oh, well, welcome, Christian, to the chat, but we try to keep, you know, keep away from religion and politics just so everyone feels welcome. Everyone is welcome, to be clear. But, you know, to make people feel welcome, we don't want to scare anybody away. So, all right, folks. So that is the last draw. It is a Gore, Rasky, and Frosty versus Zine, Trickshotters, and David. So if you are one of those 6 players, I'm going to need you to let me know your name in the chat, and I'm going to add you in. So Pat's Plots and D will be the first 3. So let me get this all set up. Friend request. Let me add Frosty in here. Frosty is 1, and if you are also playing, let me know. In the meantime, let me get the broadcast set up. So, Trickshotters is Too Fast. Let's get Too Fast in here. You have to add me, folks. So, Zen, you're Zen RL. I don't see you. What's your other, if you have another game? Welcome, Wave plays to the chat, by the way. Welcome, anybody new. I do need to update the sub goal. Let me do that. Wow, we are way outdated in the sub goal. So I'm doing too many things at once. But let's quickly update that for the final bit of the stream. Somehow, some way, we smashed the sub goal. Like, truly smashed it. We're at 601 unless it went up again. Yeah, we're 601. So thank you to everyone that subscribed. I'm gonna leave the goal as it was. To like, I'm not updating. We smashed that. We don't need it anymore. Anything else is a cherry on top of this excellent stream so far. Yeah, no, I don't mean to scare you away, Christian lover. Just want to make sure, you know, we don't, you know, keep, this is about Rocket League, try to make it a safe space for everybody. Here we go. Trickshotters, you declined. Your upswinger, okay. And then Victorian Ace, I saw. So if David's Victorian Ace, we got upswinger as well. And then who was Trickshotters was Too Fast. Okay, so we got Igor. I don't know who we're missing, folks. If I'm missing you and you're one of those 6 players, let me know in the chat. Oh yeah, Stormy, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. That was it's a huge change, and I'm really not too happy about it, but it's all right. Frosty, your game crashed. No worries, no worries. Or we're missing one person. Rasky, what's your in-game name? I might have missed it. Sorry, Rasky. You probably said it and I missed it. Is it Rasky? I should look for it. It is Rasky. Okay. Simple. We got Rasky in. And then let's get these team names sorted. It's Pat's Flats versus Explosion. Oh no. Borrow is lagging for me, so unfortunately I can't update the, for whatever reason, I'm struggling to update the team, logos. Alright, let's try this out. Let's try this out. Here we go, folks. We're getting into things. Oh, Frosty's the last one. Sorry about that, Frosty. How do you disconnect again? Here we go, though. Frosty, we're going to be doing Pat's Plats versus, and it's NA East servers. It's going to be Pat's Plats versus Explosion. Let me get these names right. versus Explosion. The final game of the day. Here we go, folks. Our final show match. Good luck. Have fun to both teams. I hope you guys do enjoy this final best of 5. Gonna be an absolute blast. Thank you, Christian Lover. You too. Hope you have a great day. All right. Thank you for the kind words. All right. Rasky, you've added. Totally not Frosty. Wait, invite one more time. All right. 600 subs indeed, Invincible. We hit the huge mark, and we're gonna. What better way to celebrate than one final show match, folks? Who will win? Will it be Pat Splats? Will it be Frosty? Or will it be Frosty's team, Explosion? Let's find out. That's actually one of my better flubs because Frosty's actually on Team Explosion. Who will win the series? I'm starting up a fan poll. Don't forget to vote in it. Who will win the series? Is it Pats, Flats, or is it Explosion? Here we go. Team Explosion looking for an early goal. No, saved away. I do have to say these were teams picked at random. So if it's a one-sided affair, don't blame me too heavily. But indeed, it will be. Could potentially be one-sided anyway. Well, let's find out here, folks. Again, this is the last show match today. It's going to be a fun one. Best of 5. So who will emerge victorious? You should let me know with the fan vote. Currently 0 people voting. Vote either way. Pat Splats or Explosion. Let me know who you think's going to win. Again, it could go either way. Here we go. It's Alexis putting it down the field, passing it to a teammate. No, puts it to the corner. Rasky has to make a good touch on this ball. Frosty, that's a nice pinch. Rasky will be there for the follow-up. No, actually a whip on it. And it's going to have to be Rasky again this time, popping it down the field. Oh, a nice wave dash multiple there. Frosty, though, is going to have to get to this ball first. It's in the corner. Too Fast beats him to the ball. Too Fast passes the Chencho, but Rasky beats him out. Zen has to make the save. No, he misses it. Rasky gets an early lead. Goal number 1 goes the way of Explosion. And reminder, folks, if you were waiting to pick who to vote for, because there's only one vote in who will win the series, the fan vote just got started, but now is a chance, pick your vote. If you think it's Explosion after that goal, let me know. Otherwise, if you think it's Pat Splat, 2 votes the way of Pat Splats, you can vote that way as well. So far, Pat Splats is undefeated against Explosion, right? Or no, wait a minute. Explosion actually won a game, so I take it back. We are tied up. Pat Splats 1-1, Explosion 1-1. If you want which team you want to win, I mean, that'll be the ultimate winner today. Is it Pat Splats or Explosion? This is the final test to find out. Get a calf reveal for 600 subs. We are not doing a calf reveal for 600 subs. I told you we probably weren't going to do anything for 600 subs, and here we are celebrating with one last show match. Here we go. So far, it has been a great game from Explosion, but they're only up 1 goal. You have to imagine Pat Splats can make a comeback, especially if Too Fast comes online. That's a demo from Alexis Zen. An opportunity, an open net, but no, Igor will spawn. Oh, nearly an own goal from Frosty, but it is a save, and Rasky's got a chance at this ball. Pops it over 1. Can he get it past both of them? No, Alexis will be there after the touch from Too Fast. Frosty, though, another look in the corner. Flip, reset, potential. No, it's sent high and wide to the corner. A 50-50 goes the way of Igor. Too Fast has to make a dangerous touch on the ball. Or has to make a great touch in a dangerous situation, and he does do it. Zen now sees it away, and my goodness. You know what? Fine, I'll not take the goal. I was going to leave the goal to show that I'm not just upping it every time we hit one. But you know what? Fine, we'll up it to 605. We don't want to lose subs. Here we go. Pat Splats, they need to fight back. They got to do it quick, or it will be a loss here. Let's see what they can do. What it go. I appreciate it for me. Here we go. Too Fast. Boy gets to the sidewall. Oh, a chance there, saved away by Zen, and suddenly Pat Splats racing to the other side. They have a chance here on the offensive half. Let's find out what they can do. They've got a look. No, Igor will be there. Alexis in the corner. Every time someone gets a chance at a shot on net, it is easily saved away. Both teams having it happen. Neither team can keep a long offensive possession. Maybe Zen will change it up. No, he whiffs. Hey, Alexis on the ball. No, Alexis, nothing to do. Too fast now. Puts it too high. Alexis can't finish. And again, nothing will go in for Pat Splats. They'll plaster the net with shots, but all of them pepper the outside. And Frosty says, I'm going to get a goal the other way. 50s it into the net. The defense was there for Pat Splats, but they didn't get a good enough save. In fact, a team bump, Alexis bumping too fast into that, and that might have cost him there. You imagine Too Fast would have had a better save if he wasn't bumped into what was a save indeed, but it was a poor one. 2 goals the better now are Explosion. If they keep this up, they will win this game and start their series off on the right foot. Meanwhile, Pats Platts, they have a minute to change things up and turn things around, or they will drop game 1. Igor trying to make it 3-0, and he actually gets a nice pass central, just none of his teammates there to follow up. Zen puts it down the field, it passes there, Alexis gonna read this off the corner. What have they got in the tank? A 50-50, but it doesn't go anywhere, and somehow Pats Flats seem to be struggling worse than they were at the start of this game. 40 seconds remain, maybe goal number 3, the way of Explosion, and it is another Frosty goal, this time off the dish from Rasky. Rasky and Frosty combining to do quite well for this Explosion side. Now they're up 3 goals to 1, or sorry, 3 goals to 0, yet somehow, someway Pats Platts is winning the fan vote. 60% of you voting for Pats Platts. Only 5 votes. Let me know, folks, if you're sitting in this stream, let me know who you're cheering on. I want to see the fan vote get a bit higher. Only 5 votes so far. I imagine there's been quite a few Explosion fans, but maybe not. Maybe Pat Splats have the fan support despite the 4-0 potential loss here. This time, Igor credited with the goal, but I believe this is a bit of an own goal. Let's see this one in action again. Yeah, that's a bit of a too fast touch, putting it in the net. Maybe playing a bit too fast for his own good as he costs his team another goal. Now, the game was pretty much over regardless, but 4-0 does not feel great if you're on the side of Pats Platts. Losing in a shutout fashion never feels good, but 4 goals now make it 5. Another goal from Frosty, hat trick Frosty's way. 5-0 is really painful, and you have to imagine the mental might start to go down, you might start to trickle down and affect the teammates and make them all play worse. The worse this game ends, and that impacts the future of the series. If you take a game, you'll lose, you put it out of your mind, you can come back in the series, but if you let it fester, if you let it get to your head, it can cost you, and we'll have to see if the team in blue, if Pats Platts, can put this one out of their mind and bounce back in game 2, because they are going into game 2 down 1 game. Explosion win game 1. Congratulations to them, but the series is far from over. The fan vote split 50-50. They do lead in the series, but an early lead doesn't mean a lot in the grand scheme. They certainly are going to have to fight a bit harder as we move on. We'll have to see what they can do. Too Fast did leave the lobby. Hopefully they join back, because we are getting right into the next game here. Pats Platts again fighting from behind now. Explosion up 1 game in the series. If they keep this up, they will win the series. And it could be a sweep. We'll have to see how it goes. There we go. Both teams in Pats Platts versus Explosion. Game number 2 could go either way, but you got to favor Explosion after that dominant game 1. Pats Platts need to change things up. Need to maybe change up the pace of play, the way their rotations work. Something has to give, or they will potentially be staring at a sweep if they lose this game. Frosty, an opportunity to put Explosion on the board in this game, not to be, but it is a nice pass, and Igor is there. Follow-up touches, another pass. Frosty, brilliance from the 2 teammates. Igor, a pristine pass. Frosty, a perfect finish. Perfection from the Explosion side as they see their own goal. Explosion relish in it and take the lead in game 2. Pats Platts are really holding up the brand. Indeed, they are holding up the brand. Looking like Platts out there. If a goal Explosion goes in, it would only further if a kickoff goes in, it would only further lend to the mystique that is Pats Platts. We'll have to see what they can do. What rank are your teammates? Great question, Trickshotters. I have no idea. This was random. Remember, folks, the last match of the day. This is a new thing I'm trying. The last match of every stream will be randomly drawn. If you don't like that, let me know, because it's not permanent. It's just something I'm trying out, and we're seeing how it goes. So far, I've liked the draw. I've liked having a draw. But maybe we do a draw and then balance the teams. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the Discord. So if you want to leave any thoughts on how I'm doing these streams, let me know by joining the Discord and leaving your thoughts in the video ideas channel. It doesn't have to just be about videos. It can be about streams. As Rasky makes it 2-0. Again, I'm distracted talking to the chat. But Team Explosions doubles up their lead. And if they keep this thing going, they'll be on their way to match point at the end of this game. I prefer you draw than balance. Okay, we might have to do that next time, but for now it was random, completely random teammates. We'll have to see how it shapes up. It's definitely not a done deal. I know Platz has at least a game in them. It does not look like an absolute stop. As I stated, of course, Igor gets goal number 3, but at the start of game 1, these teams look much more evenly matched, and I think that there can be an even matchup here if Blue gets their rotation a bit more aligned. Starts to take advantage of the mistakes that Explosion are making. They are few and far between, but Explosion has made their fair share of mistakes. We'll have to see if Platz can capitalize. You know, surprisingly, still 57% of you cheering on Platz. You believe in them, and I get it. You know, it's far from over. Platz, they have that potential in them to emerge victorious here. The brand of Platz is not all about losing. We have seen Platz win before, and they will win again. But if these Platz are going to do it, they're going to have to change things up quick. That's a nice save from Zen, keeping his team just down 3. But they're going to need 3 goals to come back, make that 4. Rasky, another goal the way of Explosion. This is an actual skill issue, I do believe. This is actually a skill issue. I mentioned it the moment that Rasky got picked, and it pretty much is a skill issue. But it's not over. It really isn't. I mean that. We have seen lower skill teams win. It happens at every level of the game. If you underestimate your opponent, you can definitely lose. Now, I don't believe that Explosion are doing that. They're not underestimating Platz. But you shouldn't give up on it because it's not, it ain't over till it's over, you know? There's ample opportunity here for some miracles, minor miracles to be pulled out by Platz and emerge victorious. It may not happen this game, but there's always next game, you know? Hey, Foodie in the chat, Pat, it's over. It's not over. Platz trying to fight their way back in. Even you were smart enough to know that. We'll have to see what they can do in these final moments. A pass. Igor is there. Shot number 5. Or sorry, goal number 5 on. What shooting is this? Shot number 10. Rings true. Rings home. The saves aren't enough, and Platz drop to a 5-goal deficit. I actually don't know trick shotters. I really don't know what ranks they are off the top of my head. David, this is unfair. Well, folks, I mean, I mentioned it was random draw. You guys saw me do it in action. If you feel it's unfair, let me know by putting your thoughts. Well, obviously, you can say it in the chat. That's one way. But if you want to join the Discord and leave an option and video ideas of how you think I should do this final last stream, let me know. Explosion sucks. They only scored 5 out of 10. Exactly, man. They're only on 50% shooting. Take advantage of the poor shooting. I'm kidding. Obviously, it's a bit more than just taking advantage of the poor plays, but still, there's an opportunity here for Platz to at least get a goal, but no, Igor makes it 6-0, running away with it here in the final moments. Is it an SSL? I don't believe it's an SSL. Rasky isn't, I'm going to be honest, Rasky's not quite playing like an SSL. I don't believe they're SSL. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Why do you always get bad teammates? I'm sorry, trick shotters. This one was an unfortunate circumstance. Again, completely random. You could have drawn Rasky and Igor. Here we go, though. 6 goals, the better. Our Explosion. But the game is not over. 2 minutes to go. I mean, the outcome is over. Don't get me wrong. The Explosion will be winning this game. But there can be a momentum swing here, as there is a 7th goal on the side of Explosion. I feel if Platz gets some goals on their side of the board, they might get some momentum going into game number 3. You certainly got to imagine it's a tough road, a very tough road to reverse sweep against this team. But if Platz put everything into it, don't give up, believe in each other, maybe, just maybe, they'll make a comeback. Rasky, he wants to shut me up. He wants to drive out all hope of any sort of comeback of any nature from Platz with goal number 8 off the kickoff. It's Jover in the chat. Just hit the ball, teammates. Yeah, struggling here is the side of Platz. It's like Vitality. Exactly. You know what? Vitality versus BDS in the World Championship Grand Finals, that was not a skill issue, and yet still Vitality dominated in that particular series. So I think that just goes to show you that it's really hard to tell from a limited number of games which team is truly like dominantly better. Here we go, though, an opportunity for a 9th goal, a true runaway win for Explosion here. Platz, maybe they get a goal for just for the, you know, the momentum of it, the feeling of scoring a goal here. Don't want to keep the score sheet empty. opportunity, but it is squandered away, and indeed it will actually be the other team scoring goal number 9. Rasky makes it 9-0, dominating Pat's Platts right now. They are dominating. Mooney, I will stand by. I will stand by this. The lower skilled team can win. And for the record, I was talking about BDS Vitality. And yes, Vitality was not obviously dominant over BDS. BDS won a series over them. And I think that certainly Vitality were the favorites. But I would not call those two teams matchups dominant. However, their series was, like that last series, that was a dominant Vitality win despite the skill difference not being dominant. And this game is similar. It's going to be a dominant victory on the side of Explosion, but that doesn't signify a dominant skill gap. There may be a dominant skill gap, but it doesn't signify it in and of itself. They are scared of the ball. Well, yeah, you guys are playing scared at this point. We'll have to see if anything turns around here. Too Fast tries to make anything happen, and instead it's going to be another runaway chance for Explosion. Rasky passing the ball central. Igor keeps it alive. Frosty is up, but no. Alexis will pop that ball down. Explosion win game 2 in dominant fashion. If they win the series, you will relinquish moderator and will shave your head bald. Foodie, I will hold you to that. It's not going to happen, but I maintain that there is a slim, very slim chance it would happen. You seem to think it's impossible. Here we go, Pat's Platts. You guys gotta wait a minute. Wait. On behalf of Pat's Platts, I'm taking a timeout and I'm gonna coach them in this moment. I did this before and the team I coached won a game. I'm serious, folks. Like, this isn't a joke. Pat's Platts, I want you guys to listen to me. Zen, Too Fast, Alexis. You guys need to trust each other more. Yes, the whiffs are happening. They will continue to happen, but you can't let that erode your trust in each other. The core to a victory over a team like Explosion is rotating around each other, playing well with each other. You have to play as a team. Take advantage of your strongest player. In this case, it does look like it's Too Fast. Let him be your offense. Rotate around him. Let him be the guy on the ball, frequently trying to get the goals. And if the two of you, Zen and Alexis, can play a supporting play style where you support the way he's playing, get the defensive going, you guys can turn this around and at least take a game. I believe, and I hope you believe, you shouldn't give up just yet. Let's see if they even heard my speech, if that means anything. Pat's Platts trying their darndest to take a game off Explosion. Let's see who will emerge victorious. Game number 3. The series is on the line. Explosion on the verge of a sweep. Pat's Platts have to do everything in their power to change it up, turn things around, win this game, or they will lose this series in a sweep. A nice chance at a shot from Frosty, but a better save from Too Fast. Pat's Platts already looking better. They're racing down the field. A chance at a shot here. No! Rasky misses it, but no one was there for the shot. Another miss from Zen, but an opportunity here the other way. There has to be a save from Alexis. He has to get back in time. No! Alexis can't race back to the ball, and Rasky takes an early lead 20 seconds in to game number 3. I mean what I said, though, and I don't think Pat's Platts should be giving up hope yet. They need to stick to their guns, keep their rotation going, and give themselves at least a chance at this game. Your bald head is on the line, says Swinny indeed. Here we go, Zen, a chance, an opportunity saved away by the side in orange. Explosion, a dominant defense. That doesn't mean they won't give up a goal, but they're going to make it difficult for Pat's Platts. They're going to have to play better than that defense to overcome it. Oh, Too Fast tries to get that ball around one. Can't quite do it. Here's a chance, though. Too Fast, another 50. This time it goes the way of a Gorby. Gorby launching that ball to the side ball. Frosty is there. Frosty actually going for a demo on the defender. Alexis pinches that ball, and it goes backwards. No! Every time Pat's Platts try to do anything, the ball goes the way they don't want it to go. And Rasky takes advantage of a double commit to get goal number 2, the way of Explosion. Welcome, Ash Assassin. Unfortunately, Ash Assassin, usually we only let people play one, except the last stream, the last show match of the day. And unfortunately for you, this is the last show match of the day. You missed it. This is the last one, so you won't be able to play today. But if you subscribe to the channel, if you come back in the future, I do show matches every Saturday and Thursday. I'd absolutely love to see you in the next stream. I don't think they're trying to throw trick shotters. I think they are just lower skilled than the other team. Unfortunate reality. But again, don't give up hope. You're only down 2 goals. This is the best you've looked in like 10 minutes of Rocket League. Take advantage of the only 2-goal deficit. Make something happen. Open net finish. Alexis is there. No. Can't quite do it, but that's a nice pass and a better shot. Alexis off the pass. Finally gets one on the board. And maybe this is the thing that Platts needed. This is the jolt of energy they needed to turn the series around. We'll have to see what they can do here. 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go, and they're only down 1 goal. Yeah, if you join the Discord, that's the #1 way to be aware of when I'm doing show matches and to ask to be in them in advance. Like, for example, the 1v1 today was planned in my Discord. Hussein, who also goes by Famade, played Seer in a 1v1. They planned that and asked me to play on a show match in my Discord. If you want to play in a show match like that, check out my Discord. Anywho, ain't in the match. Who wants to do 2s? Oh, as there's another chance at a goal, it is. Igor makes it 3-1. The defense of Platts standing as strong as they ever have, but it wasn't enough in this scenario. A demo comes on, a bump, pushes too fast out of the way, and Igor gets goal number 3. 3 minutes to go, and Platts remain 2 goals down. I want to take a moment before this game is over to mention, please don't go anywhere once this game ends. Yes, the stream will be ending, but I want to start a new tradition on this stream. At the end of every stream, I want to raid another YouTube stream. That means all the viewers that aren't going to immediately log off YouTube, we all go to another stream and we kind of make their day. It's a lot of fun. I think it'll help you check out another random Rocket League YouTuber. Maybe you like them too. And they stream around a similar time when I end, so maybe you'll be able to go to their stream every time when I end if you like it. Frosty, make it 4-1. Nicely done from Frosty there. And yeah, this series is looking done and dusted. Might pretty much be over. Zen tried to make the save as best he could, but it wasn't enough. And for all of Platts' valiant efforts, and I really thank them for not giving up. I can tell they were really trying this series, and I really do appreciate it. But anyway, we're going to raid another YouTuber, and I really would appreciate it if all of you stick around for that raid. It's not a feature built into YouTube. A nice goal here from the door. 5-1 now, dominating. I think the moment I gave up, the team gave up. Platts, unfortunate there, give up goal number 5, but as I was saying, it's not a feature that YouTube supports like Twitch. Like, Twitch actually has ratings built in, but I still think it's something that's important to bring to the YouTube streaming culture, because it's nice to, I'm not competing against other streamers. We're all in it together, and I think growing a wider Rocket League community on YouTube would be super cool. So we're gonna try and catch someone else streaming on YouTube and rate them. Here we go, though, an opportunity to get Brazil. Probably the last thing of note in this game is, do we see the Brazil from Explosion? The opportunity is there. They've got 2 minutes to get 2 more goals. Let's find out if they can get it done. You have hope. Platts winning. There's a chance, folks, and they may get a goal, nearly an own goal from Frosty. Zen, an opportunity. No! It was there. Zen just had to put it in. Instead, he misses the open net finish, and we don't see 2 goals from Platts. Instead, we see goal number 6, the way of Explosion. Folks, all the good work, all the hard work that Platts have done, unfortunately, won't be enough, and they do forfeit. GG's. I want to thank all the players. I really want to thank everyone for playing. I really do appreciate it. It was an absolutely fantastic series. I know you guys didn't have as much fun as perhaps you would have, but I really do want to thank everyone for playing. I apologize about the 4 matchups. That's why we've changed up the way we do most of the matchups. But I'll try and figure out a different way to do a random draw. We've got to find more even matchups in the last match of the day. So sorry about that, folks. Pat, it's not over. It was definitely over for me. Sorry about that, folks. But again, thanks everyone for watching. Don't go anywhere. We're going to raid a stream, and I think you're going to want to check that out. So quickly here, let me get a YouTube page opened, and we're gonna look for streamers together. Now, I've done this in the past. I had people vote. We're not gonna do voting. I think last time that led to a not so great scenario where we have people voting for a huge YouTube. We don't need to raid someone with 242 people watching. But here we go, folks. It is our first raid in a bit, and we're gonna find a Rocket League YouTuber to raid. GG's, guys. Yeah, GG's again. Thank you everyone for playing. I know not a great end to it, but it was still fun. It was still fun. Here we go. Oh, why is it not quite let me get this open real quick. Here we go. We're gonna be looking for a streamer that has few viewers, no food. Oh, there's me. We've already rated Little Yo once. We gotta find somebody else. Let's see if it is this guy, Famous Wolu. I have to turn his thing off in case it's too much loud music. He has over 1,000 subscribers, but he has 11 people watching. Maybe this guy. Let's see if we can find somebody else though. I'm looking for someone with less subs than I have. Here we go. Maybe this guy. Tournament with viewers. Oh, he has more subs.
In here, nice.
He has more subs. We'll find somebody else. Trying to find someone smaller than I am. It would be nice. The new video someone was talking about. I don't know how this comes up. I searched Rocket League Live. Here, let me change the tag so it's only live channels. Here we go. We're gonna have to find a good person. Kahoot 24/7. That's a weird stream. Here we go. It's tough to find someone actually playing Rocket League, but we'll find somebody. NASA's streaming. That's pretty cool. You've been on since 3 p.m. Oh, you're too tired. I feel you, Rasky. I feel you. It's tough to play when you're tired. It's tough to play when you're tired. There's my own stream. It keeps coming up. We found someone at random before. Here we go. Here's a chance. Oh my goodness, guys. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we did it. I think we found someone. I think we found someone good. Look at this. Are they talking to chat though? Let's figure out if they're talking to chat.
That's fine. Bye. Have a good night. Thanks.
They are talking to chat. Okay, guys, this is it. Guys, this is it. This is it. We are going to raid this guy, okay? This is it. Welcome and go bed. Unfortunately, I'm ending my stream, but we're going to be raiding another YouTuber as I finish off my stream, and I have found the one. So we're going to quickly go raid this guy. He only has 21 subs. Everyone, you know, go to our stream, subscribe. We're going to do a raid. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've done this in the past. I'm going to send the link here. Go out and raid. And it's friendly manner. You know, we're doing this to, you know, benefit, you know, make it, you know, it's like friendly. I don't know what that is. So if you want to join in, please head over to his channel, and we're gonna raid his stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys next stream. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you guys enjoy whoever we're raiding. I don't know them, but you know, I'm hoping it's a lot of fun. AskPat13 raid. Don't forget to say that. And we're gonna end off here again. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to raid that channel. Here we go. Let's end it off. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again.